Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Running a little bit late today, but hopefully you guys are patient and are jumping in here in the next few minutes. We're going to be talking to Otis Stein. We're going to be talk about the book Otis Stein. We're going to be talking to Skinny. Is Skinny in here yet? Not
Yeah,
yet.
I'm here.
Oh, he is here. Yeah, okay, all right. We're going to get over to Skinny in a minute, but to find out what this project is, I'm a little interested myself. I don't know much about it, but thank you guys very much. Definitely hit that share button, guys, with us, and let everybody know what's going on, so they come over here and join us. I got to go do that kind of stuff myself. So we got the crowd in here with us today. El Rodimus with his whistle, which everyone loves. Lots. Hi,
Except for
Rodimus.
you.
Except for me. How you doing, Rodimus? How's it going today? He's not going to talk to me now because I insulted his
I
whistle.
was
Let everybody
talking.
know what's going on. So
I'm here.
uh, oh, very good. How you doing, man? So what are you going to do with this Otis Stein today? It's a very interesting name. I'm going to get to the creator here in a minute, but what are you thinking
Some
about with
redneck
it?
zombie Frankenstein action, of course.
Yes, as you would, right? Hey, Somali's in here. I haven't seen you in quite a while. All right. Let's see who else I got in here. I got JJ. Now, JJ, have I met you before, JJ?
I'm Jason Gonzalez on Twitter.
Oh, shit. Well, hello, dude. Nice to have you in
How's
here.
it going?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, we love talking to you, looking at your art, dude, every week.
yeah, it's my first time on a live stream. It's probably gonna be my only time this year.
Really? Well, happy to have you
Yeah,
in here with us, dude. Now, uh, this Otis Stein, is this a Indiegogo or a Kickstarter project, Skinny?
This is on Indiegogo currently. We'll be launching a Kickstarter here within about the next week or so, just for, some people are picky, so we want to accommodate.
Yeah, no, I don't know why, but some people are picky. They give me excuses, but whatever. Uh, and it's a good thing to do. So, but they get a little upset when they overlap, don't they?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, one's not gonna. Well, the Kickstarter. The only difference is that for the Kickstarter, like Timothy Lim did with Common America, the front and back cover are going to be swapped because Kickstarter like demands some kind of exclusivity to run on their platform,
Hmm.
and that's the easiest way to accomplish that.
Yeah, no, I get the competition thing, but you have to watch out for it a little bit. But I'm showing up your page here real quick, so people can take a look at it. Otis Stein #1. You got 52 days left. You've made a little bit of money here. You got $1,500, so that's good. And I guess that you've made your goal, so that's a positive. After Otis meets his ultimate demise, his widowed wife Mary uses dark magic to bring him back. Well, damn. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, this is actually based on a flash fiction short that I wrote for Ashcan Comics Pub way back. I believe it was like at the beginning of 2019. I want to say.
Uh huh.
Um, which we did their first book, which was Old School Monsters, and they tasked a bunch of us writers to write a little 3-page short coupled with an illustration. And I was lucky enough to be partnered with Bruce Patnott. I don't know if you guys know him or not, but Bruce is an awesome guy, excellent artist, and we kind of spitballed a few things, and I said that I wanted to do a redneck version of Frankenstein, and yeah, Otis ended up coming out of that.
I see. I get it. I get it. So why? So you split up the name as Otis Stein instead of Frank, and I get it. I get it. Okay. Uh, so for you, Otis is a very redneck name. All right.
Oh yeah,
I see.
actually from the Andy Griffith Show because Otis
Oh
was
yeah,
one
I
of my
remember
favorite
him.
characters on
Yeah.
that show.
I see.
And
Uh,
in Otis Stein, he actually dies by getting blown up by a still, which is also another nod to Otis from Andy Griffith.
oh, there you go. That's perfect.
Ironic.
And I imagine those problems they had to deal with back in the day. But all right, so I'm going to go through here and talk to all the other artists, but we want to get ourselves started. We're already running behind enough, about 20 minutes behind. So if you don't mind, when we Skinny. What we do in here is to kick it off. We have a 2-hour run. During that time, we have no rules now. They can use color as they like now. But and we are of course PG-13, so they're free to do what they want. But we got to kick them off, and we got to have a countdown. But it needs to be energetic. It needs to be exciting. It needs to be awesome, and that's your responsibility. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead and count them down. And let's get them started.
All right. Well, we got Elrodimus Flash. You know, he's
No,
got
no, no, no,
those
no, no. 5, 4,
crazy
3,
little-
2, 1. That's what I
Oh.
mean. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were counting people down. I'm stupid. All right. 5, 4, 6, 2, 1.
That helped. Go, 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 go. Get drawing artist. Thank you very much. That was yeah, that was really energetic, Skinny. Thank you very much. But all right. So I got who do I got in with me today? I got Kima, I got JD, I got JJ. Which nice to have you in here, and we have Alrodimus. Now, JJ, we're doing a Frankenstein redneck version, which is kind of cool idea. So what do you think about doing today?
Well, I'm gonna do exactly that.
All right, that sounds fine.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping I see a little bit of Daisy Dukes somewhere. So, someone's got to give me some Daisy Dukes. That's all I know. And it's not JD.
I'll look it up.
JD, no Daisy Dukes from you.
Too late.
Oh, damn it. All right, fine.
Uh,
So he's doing Daisy Duke Stein. There we go. And Keenma, what are you thinking about? You got to take this as your reference here. I like the deer antlers in the background, and she's trying to figure out where the eye goes. That's good. It's perfect.
I don't know. I'll figure out something.
Hey, how was
Oh,
how was the Pro Edition yesterday or the day before? I guess.
It was good.
Yeah, what'd you guys work on?
Did you win?
No, I did not win. I was tied for third.
Oh, that's not bad though. What was
Yeah,
your
That's not
subject?
bad. I mean, I was third place one time too, so don't worry about it.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't care. I was just there to have fun.
what was the subject,
But-
Keenma?
We were doing Keanu Reeves' new comic book.
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad
Yeah,
idea.
so that's what we were doing.
Yeah, I kind of figured that it was that picture when I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it on Twitter today.
It actually
I
split
thought it
the.
was pretty cool.
Well, yeah, I think it is too, but it kind of split the community. You got a lot of people who think that Boom's a big studio. What are they using the Kickstarter model for, or the crowdfunding model? But me personally, I'm like, I think it's cool. It's just using it as promotion, but it is mixed
Oh, they
opinion.
also needed to raise $50,000 to pay for Keanu,
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
True.
because
Yeah.
that was the money they needed. In other words, they had to pay his fee.
Yeah, but I don't know. He is such a charitable fellow, though. He's not one of those Hollywood money grabbers. He's not like that at all, dude.
Well, he doesn't have a choice.
Maybe not.
He's in a union, and that union is very strong. They can't do anything without approval.
That is true. That is true. All right. Well, these are artists. Hopefully we can. It's my fault for being a little late. I'm sorry about that. I've been busy in the city, and I tried to get back as quick as I could, and I jumped right on the computer and tried to put this together. But I don't know if you guys have heard, but we had a typhoon come through here on the weekend, and it literally blew the walls off of my school. So I am I'm in the process of moving the entire school, and I've got a new place and I got all that going on, and yada yada yada. But I'm busy as hell, dude. It's ridiculous. Plus I have other responsibilities, right? So that's why I'm late. I do apologize though. But 20 minutes, it's all right. But probably some of the artists didn't wait around, so it's my fault. But I did run in the door to the computer and turn it on immediately. I did that, Keenma. I did it.
Okay. Well, as long as you tried, that's what's important.
Yeah. Well, anyway, coming back over here to Skinny. Now, Skinny, I'm going to show this art as it goes along, and we're going to take a look at it and talk to the guys. But tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Alabama, as you can tell by the accent. Not related to Forrest Gump, though I wish I was. I'm just a comic book fan, man. Born and bred. Always been reading them since I was a little kid, in my own, and
I see. What are you up from around?
here we are.
Are you up from around Montgomery, Birmingham area or something like that?
Oh no, I'm not that far up north. I'm actually down here in the Mobile area, right off
Really?
the coast.
Really? Because my dad's from
Yeah.
Mobile, and I spent half my youth in Mobile. I went to Theodore High School.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Uh, did you? You were in the city, or are you out in the countryside? Because I went. I was out in Theodore.
I'm out in the countryside. I'm actually over here, not really in Theodore. I'm kind of in the Grand Bay area, which is like right next door to Theodore.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. It is an interesting place. Now I understand the Otis Stein thing. I get it more. Yeah. But I don't know. What did I think? Mobile. It was hot as hell, sticky. The food was great though.
Yep.
I have to tell you, Mobile is one of the best food cities I've ever been in, dude. I mean, I lived in New York. I mean, Mobile's
Oh
got
man.
Airport Boulevard's killer, dude, for food, man.
Oh yeah, man. I love the food. I'm a fat kid at heart. I may be skinny, but I identify as a very, very fat man.
Yeah.
I
So
love the food down here. I don't know what I would do without it.
yeah,
Spent
it
some
it
time in Arizona, and I hate to say, with the exception of, like the Tex-Mex, like their food was really bland.
where at?
I was up in Tucson, Arizona for about 4 or 5 years.
Tucson. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know much about Arizona, but yeah, I was just really surprised. I mean, like I said, I spent a lot of time in Mobile because it's my dad's hometown. But the food was shockingly good. You know, because I actually, as an adult, lived there for a while too. And I just was, I'd just drive and try this place or try that place. Everything was just killer. It's really, really good. They used to have a place, I don't know if they have it anymore, but I remember the place, it was literally called Smorgasbords. And it was all you can eat buffet type of thing. And that place was ridiculously good. I couldn't believe what they offered for the money.
Yeah, sadly they closed down. One of my favorite places to eat, which is closed down too, was Shoney's. I don't know if you ever went to that place or not, but it was out there towards. Well, I think they turned it into Hooters,
Yeah, well,
which I
there you
don't know if
go.
that's.
That's not a bad thing either. I don't mind Hooters. My wife has a Hooter shirt that she wears. It's pretty nice. I like it. But
Wait, your
anyway,
wife's busty?
she is. I found a very odd, a large-breasted Japanese woman. Figure that. I don't know.
The diamond in the
The
rough.
Diamond in the Rough, dude. Yeah, they
Tell me
exist.
about it.
There's a few of them. No, no telling me about it. All right, so you're from Mobile. You're down in the south, and now have you're doing the writing and the art, or do you have an artist?
No, I actually have an artist. His name is Carlos F. Rodriguez. If anybody's curious why you don't really see him too often on streams and stuff, he's actually located in Mexico, and his English isn't really that great. It's just he doesn't want to be on a stream and constantly
Well,
have to.
no,
Yeah,
no problem. Just tell him to
you
come
can't
on.
play charades.
Well, he can come on the stream. Just tell him my Mexican isn't very good either. And then we're equal. So
But no, he's a really talented artist. He's on Twitter. I forget his handle because it's got like a bunch of numbers and stuff on it.
well,
Remember, but man, this dude hit hard. Like I've worked with a few artists, and this dude has never missed a deadline. He has been hands down one of the easiest guys I've ever had to work with.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, that I understand the frustration of that as well. But actually, we have there's a lot of international artists involved, and it's pretty cool, man. We've seen many artists from Latin America, South America as well. We have a lot of artists from over in Southeast Asia that are involved in stuff. A lot of colorists. It is quite an international endeavor. It's not just an American thing. That's pretty cool. I like that. So how did you hook up with Mr. Rodriguez?
I don't know if you're familiar with Cody of Jack Irons, but he actually just retweeted Carlos had posted that he was looking for work, and I looked at his artwork and I just fell in love with it because, like, Otis Stein is my homage to horror, especially kind of like the more kind of low budget horror from like the 60s and 70s, and
Right.
his art just screamed that at me. It looked so different, but it was just incredible, and I was just immediately, I was like, I gotta get this guy. So I started talking to him, and here we are.
No, that's cool, man.
I can't sing that guy's praises enough. He is awesome.
Well, no, it's really good. You have an artist that you're comfortable with. Now, I just put the link into the main chat because I don't know who's, what Booster and Pixel did for as far as participating. So, any of you artists in the chat or stuff, if you want to jump in here, I put it in the Discord main chat, so you can just get in easily because I need to pay attention on this side, so I'm going to do that, and I just shut it down. So it's there if you guys want to come in. Now, Kima here is doing a take on your lady. And she's looking at the eye more intently, which is cool. Now, how did you come up with the idea for the Otis Stein thing? What was the inception? Or more important, let me ask a different question. Why did you get into comic books? Why would you do such an absolutely insane thing?
Because I'm crazy.
Fair enough.
We all.
That's pretty much it. I mean, I grew up reading comic books, and it's always been a dream of mine to one day make my own. I know a lot of us probably made our own little crappy comics on, notebook paper and stapled them together.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little notepads where you could flip them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though I can't draw worth at all, I used to do that too. It's fun. Yeah.
Me too.
I can't either. You should see the draft pages I would send Carlos. I'd actually have to add subtitles like, "This is a hand."
Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good.
Wow.
But no, I understand. I feel your pain, dude. I love art. I'm a big fan of it. But I can't do it at all. But that's all right. We got plenty of artists here that can. Therefore, the first question I asked, what was your inception then? I mean, where did you come up with, okay, I'm going to do a redneck Frankenstein? Does that just come from growing up in Mobile, or?
Well, yeah, the redneck part. I'm not appropriating culture here. I'm using my own.
That's
so
fair.
This is completely politically correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't care anything about that, but perfect.
But the Frankenstein bit actually came from with that Ashcan Comics pub. They had a preset, and Frankenstein was just what I was assigned. It was the only slot left that they had to fill. And one of my buddies knew that I was like really into horror. He's like, "Dude, you should write for this." And I was like, "Okay, what's the subject?" He said, "Frankenstein." Away I went.
Cool. Now, have you done anything else before this, or is this your first comic book endeavor?
This is my first solo comic book, but I've published numerous flash fiction shorts and prose. I also did the Banjo Man Ashcan for Legends of the Lone Wolf, where I satirized Doug Garrett, and Mr. Edwin Boyette's actually at the beginning of that comic book too.
Well, that's cool.
Pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's cool. Now we love Edwin, of course, and Doug. I haven't spoken to Doug in a long time, dude. I'd love to have Doug come back in here. He takes the comic books very seriously, and he does. I like his channel. I like his YouTube channel quite a bit, actually. But I haven't spoken to him in months, man. I'm assuming he's still alive.
Barely.
Yeah, that's good.
No.
Good to hear. But all right, so Otis Stein. Now, actually, because my family is extremely redneck. Actually, my dad's family, and which is really weird because my mom's a Yankee from Rhode Island, right? So it's when I lived down in the South, you would not believe how many fights I got into just because I was a Yankee.
You talk funny.
I know, yeah. Because at the time, before I went over and
Imagine being autistic.
well, before I went to Theodore, because we were living outside of Tillman, I went to St. Elmo's middle school. Do you know anything about St. Elmo's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
absolute
a
gladiator
little
school,
bit.
dude. Gladiator school. They literally had race fights during lunchtime. Literally.
Tell me about it.
JD? You're from North Carolina. You deal with your Bojangles. You don't know anything about race riots.
Oh yeah, I do. I've seen a lot of race fights in my town in high school too.
Have you? Oh wow. See, when I was in the north, we didn't have anything like that. And the problem I had, Skinny, when it went down, because there's a lot of things I love about Mobile, but when I was a kid, man, it was rough. The problem was my dad didn't tell me that I wasn't supposed to have black friends. He didn't inform me of this, and that was a problem because the first friend I made was actually a great piano player, but he was a black dude, and so I had a lot of trouble with that too, man. It was rough back in the early '80s, man. How old are you?
I'm 32, so I was here around the 90s, and that's that time frame where nobody cared about race, and then conveniently everybody today has forgotten about that whole 10-year period.
Oh, really? So it's back to the way it was.
Uh,
That's too bad, man. Because it was rough, dude. I remember that. So, oh well. But the real reason I say it is because my family, my wife can't even understand my dad. His accent is so heavy. Yours is not heavy, dude. You do not have a heavy Mobile accent, actually.
which is strange because one time when, I spent some time in jail just for a speeding ticket over the weekend because I was broke. But, like, I've had people tell me that I don't sound that Southern, but when I was in jail, everybody all of a sudden decided to call me Cowboy Matt because apparently they were making fun of my Southern accent. I'm like, we're all in the same place, man. I didn't understand it. I don't know why my accent's not as thick as some other people that I speak to down here. It's always puzzled me a bit, but I think it's more because I read books and they
Yep.
don't know how.
Yeah, it's
Education.
because you grew up on like books and TV and stuff, so you didn't get that local accent.
Yeah, maybe.
No,
Let's insult the Southerner even more, Elron. Good job. But
No,
no. To hell with those guys. Man, I don't get along with them either.
I grew up. My town was the same way. Like I don't sound like anybody that was in my town because I'm like I didn't hang out with them a lot.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was ostracized
too.
because I like comic books and I
Mhm.
don't watch NASCAR and yeah, I can't
Join the
stand
crowd.
beer either. Ugh.
You can't
Beer's
stand
nasty.
beer. Oh, I hate beer too. But yep, yes, you kind of gotta like beer, or you're in trouble. That's for sure. That is for sure. But no, I don't want to sit here and disparage the South because I'm not doing the Mobile is a very modern city. But my experience, especially when I was a kid, man, I literally was fighting every damn day. It was rough. Like I lived there in that time for 3 years, I think, and it was brutal. But it did teach me a lot on how to fight, though. I guess I should appreciate that. But yeah, I cannot believe it. And another thing is, another problem I had was because we had black people up in Rhode Island too, but we just didn't. We didn't think of them as being black people. They were just people, right? It didn't work. No one thought that way. But down in the South, they definitely think that way. And in the schools I went to, I had white and black teachers, and man, those black teachers hate the white kids, man. That was rough.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
can
what?
vouch for that.
No, definitely, dude. And they can paddle you, and they take pride in those freaking paddles, man. They still paddling down there, or they stopped that?
They stopped it. It's mainly due to they kept the paddle though. They still use it to scare the shit out of the kids. But yeah, one of the teachers, like, I don't know why she hated me so much, but I remember one time, like, I went up to her desk and I was like, I gotta use the restroom. And she was like, well, you just have to hold it. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went back to my desk and, 10, 15 minutes pass. I go back up to her desk. I was like, man, I really gotta go. Gotta go, man. She's like, no, you can't go. You have to hold it. I was like, what? She's
What
like,
a
yeah,
hoe.
you can't go. I'm not letting you go to the bathroom. So I just let her rip, like right there at her desk. That poor janitor had to clean it up.
Oh no, goodness gracious. Yeah, and I actually had a similar kind of issue, but I just went to the bathroom myself. But yeah, I don't know what it is, dude, because the white teachers weren't like that at all. But I had a whole bunch of black teachers during that time, and they just were mean, nasty, and you clearly hated the white kids. Clearly, they didn't even try to hide it. So I don't know, man. I don't talk about this stuff much on the channel because I'm a Yankee. I am a Northerner, right? I'm not a Southerner. I lived there, but I'm not. My dad's a military guy, so I jumped around a lot, and he got to live back in his hometown for a while, right? But it's there's some things I did like about it, but there are some things I absolutely despised about living in Mobile, dude. Um, uh, I don't know. But the race thing was weird because I never had experience with it, right? And I was what, 10, 11, 12, 13, something like that. I never had experience with it because up in the north, it just wasn't even a thing. I mean, not even a little. It was just not even a conversation. Even as an adult, I didn't really recognize any of those kind of problems. But I suppose now it's maybe different. How is it like with race relations in America right now, especially seeing as BLM has lost their damn mind?
Oh, we really don't have any of that down here, man. Like everybody's pretty cool. Like of course, most everybody's like, fuck Trump if they're black. We have a few black conservatives down here, but beyond that, I mean, there really hasn't been any protests. Not even the peaceful ones where they burn down buildings.
Oh, those ones, yeah.
It's pretty calm down here, and I'm honestly surprised. But
Well, law
at the
enforcement.
same time, I'm not because
Yeah.
everybody has a gun down here. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I've got a few.
Oh yeah. And law enforcement
Everybody's
don't
got
play around
something.
down in the South either. There's no
No, because I remember seeing one press conference, and it was one of the sheriffs in Florida, and I guess he saw like some tweet of Antifa saying to go to the suburbs, and he like came out with this press conference. He's like, "I advise you not to do that. Everybody here has a gun. It will not end well for you."
Is he the one that said if someone tries to come in your house, he advised you to blow them out the front door with your shotgun? Was it that guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
yeah,
guy.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, don't play around in the South with the cops. They have no sense of humor. That's for damn sure.
No.
I don't think Mobile's quite as bad as Texas. Some places in Texas, but yeah, they're pretty strict. I remember one thing I did love about living in Mobile was Mardi Gras. Because I think Mardi Gras in Mobile is better than New Orleans. I worked and lived in New Orleans for a while. I'm a musician. So I worked over there and played on Bourbon Street and busked and all kind of stuff. But I love Mobile's Mardi Gras. It's really badass. But I remember one year, um, somebody had gotten. I'm not going to get into all the details. I'm going to get yelled at. But there was a problem, and the cops came pouring in huge numbers, and they were ready to just start a fight. And I was like, all right, here we go. My cousin actually got his arm broken, popped it right out of the joint by the cops. Oh well, these are memories I haven't
Yeah,
thought about in a long time, Skinny. Thank you.
Mardi Gras gets pretty crazy down here. I know a couple of years ago I had to choke slam a guy because he wanted to pick a fight over a moon pie.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah.
I'm not a violent person at all, but if you step up to me, you better be prepared, man, because we don't screw around down here.
No, they
This guy
don't.
was
Yeah.
drunk, and
Hell
I
yeah.
guess like I picked up a moon pie that landed in front of me, and this guy was just drunk out of his gourd, and I guess he was trying to impress his girlfriend or something. And then like I go down to grab it, and he grabs me by the wrist, and he just starts yelling at me. I could smell the Budweiser on his breath too. It's just some 5 o'clock shadow white dude, and I was just like, okay, dude, whatever, you can have it. Then he starts screaming about I'm stealing from him.
Hmm.
And then he goes to put his hands on me again after he removes his hand from my wrist. And that's when I just said, no, not today. And I don't know what came over me, but I just grabbed him by the throat and just, because he was drunk, he was already stumbling. I just threw him straight down to the ground on his back.
Oh yeah, the drunk ones are
And
easy to deal
I
with.
think
Yeah.
he conked out for about, yeah, he conked out for like, scared the hell out of me. I was like, oh my God, I think I just killed this guy. But he started moving and groaning, and I was like, whatever. And then one of the cops looked at me, and I looked at him. I was like, I just kind of like, hey, I don't want any trouble, man.
Yeah.
And the cop just kind of motioned for him, like, just go home, remove yourself. And I said, okay.
Easy enough. Yeah, yeah. Just do what they say. I mean, there's certain places I see on these videos these days with the cops just getting mistreated and pushed around. And it's like, man, there's certain places in America you don't want to do that. They will not. They do not play with you. But I remember because as I was a musician, right? And but to make sure I always had money, I was a bouncer. So I did all up and down the eastern coast of America, right? And I did work in Tillman's Corner at a place for a while. I can't remember the name of the strip club. There's a strip club in Tillman's Corner. It's right on the edge. It's across from the big supermarket. It's near the bank. What's the name of that place, man? It's a little
Oh, that's,
dive.
that's Skinny's.
It's not Skinny's. I'm trying to
No,
remember.
you're probably thinking of the candy store.
Was it the candy store? Was it? I know it was a dive and a half, though, dude, for damn sure. It didn't have any kind of like spectacularly beautiful strippers. I remember that, but it was money, so I took it. But goodness gracious, dude, you're bringing up memories I haven't thought of in a long, long time, man. But
Well,
anyway,
I'm glad.
no, you shouldn't be. I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna hold you accountable for damn sure. But but I'm going through here looking at the art, and we got some pretty cool stuff going on. I've been whiteboxing as we've gone here. So now you said you did some writing, some pose. What kind of stuff have you done with that?
Well, I did a lot of work with Ashcan Comics Pub, which was started by a guy named Nate Lindley, and
Hmm.
he didn't want to do crowdfunding. He's actually an art teacher, and I forget where he lives. It's one of the northern states somewhere. He's a Yankee. I don't care.
Hmm.
This guy. He actually started this thing where he got a lot of us together to just basically, submit free work. We weren't getting paid or anything. Of course, we knew we weren't getting paid. It was more for the passion. But he started up this thing where, for I think it was $10 a month on his Patreon, you would subscribe to it and you get like 1 to 2 little ashcan books with these 3-page stories and prose, complemented with an illustration by an artist. I know Cody of Jack Irons did work for him. He was great. Bruce Patnod was there. I believe Michael Derrick, I don't know if you guys know of him, but he did the Abductables comic at one point. And then I think he's
Oh, I know
funding
Michael
Grayscale
Derrick.
right now.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
guy
I
who
like
did
that guy.
Inductables.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that book.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy too. I actually did some lettering for him on his submission to Legends of Lone Wolf as well. So we're still talking, we're still getting along and working with each other here and there. He's actually working on something else with this artist named John Bond for an anthology I'm trying to put together under
Oh,
the
that's cool.
Gravestone Press.
Gravestone. Yeah, well, there's so many new guys coming up working on stuff. It's really cool. It's a cool time to be in comics, at least in indie comics. There's a lot of creativity going on here. I don't know how it's all going to work out in the end, but it could be really cool, man. There's definitely an indie revival going on.
Yeah, it is beautiful, man. I mean, the big two really aren't going to give people what they want, so we're all kind of stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, I agree. Colton Video says Hank Williams Jr. shined shoes to pay a black street musician to teach him guitar. He was 8. It was 1931. I question our perception in history. Watch the Southern Blood Libel, Busby. He says, also, I just got Lone Wolf in the mail. Very cool. All right. Very nice. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm just giving my experiences of living in the South. And like I said, there are plenty of good things, too. But I did have. I think it's because of where I was living, especially in St. Elmo. That's down by Bala Battery, right? And
Probably because you were wearing your bed sheets to school all the time. That might
might have
have
been,
something to do with it.
maybe it could have been, yeah. But no, I think it was a combination of the fact that I was clearly a Yankee. I sounded like at that time I sounded
Yeah,
like a
you're
new.
the outsider.
I was an outsider, yeah.
Yeah.
And like I
The
said,
kids down here are cruel.
they are rough.
They really are.
But I mean, it's and my dad. I know my dad doesn't have any of that because not everybody in the South's racist. Is not the fact, right? But my dad had none of that because he had black friends, right? But he just he must have known better because that's where he was born and raised, right? But he just didn't tell me that I shouldn't really go around and make friends with black people. He should have told me that. My life would have been a lot easier because, like I said, the first friend I made was a guy named Charlie, and he was a really good piano player, and I was good friends with him. But man, I caught a lot of crap just for being friends with a black dude. Plus the Yankee thing, so it was rough, man.
Yeah, I was friends with everybody. My parents were kind of the same. I was raised by hippies pretty much. I was the youngest, so my parents grew up in the 60s. You can
Wait.
call that luck or you can call that a nightmare, whichever one you prefer.
Well, you're a local though. That helped out, right?
Probably both,
Yeah.
depending on the situation.
I'm an outsider. Like I don't like country. Well, I like outlaw country, but I don't like country music or NASCAR or any of that shenanigans. I
Me
get
too.
made fun of because I like stuff like Frank Sinatra, and I listen to a lot of funk music too, like Parliament and Bootsy Collins. So yeah, I blended in just enough, but not quite enough for them to accept me as one of their own.
Yeah. Well, Adrian says, "Oh, Chester's talking about black people again." Well, actually, I didn't have any trouble with the black people at all, really. The black teachers were kind of mean, but I didn't have trouble with the black. It was the white people I had trouble with, dude. I got in a fight with a dude, and I think he was technically like a second or third cousin, actually. But I got in a fight with him because he asked me. He asked me, right? What do you think about Elvis Presley? And I was like, oh, he's all right. That was enough to start a fight because I didn't adore and love, Elvis on Velvet. I didn't love it. I just said it was all right.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Yeah, that was my problem.
It's fighting words.
Yeah, those
I
fight
kind of
words.
agree with that guy now.
Goodness gracious. Let's see. Junkyard Dunn says, I was a kid in the late 80s, early 90s in Virginia. Don't have any racial issues growing up. Haven't seen too much, to be honest. Just been fortunate, I guess. Moved to Hawaii for but for middle school. Well, that I've lived all over America, or at least traveled all over, and it's really the only place I ran into was Mobile. But when I lived in Hawaii, they got racism there too, but that's like anti-white racism. But it's not violent though. Mobile was the only place I had trouble with that. It's the only real experience I had with it. Otherwise, no one seemed to care wherever I was. But this was like in 1980, 1979. So it's I think it's just how things were, I suppose.
Yeah, and it does kind of go both ways. I remember there was one time where I was briefly attending Blunt. If you're even around at that time,
I gotta say it again. You bugged out there. Say it again.
it was Blunt.
Oh,
Was the
Blunt.
school
Okay.
name.
Yeah. I know Blunt. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's predominantly black, and I went there for just a couple months, and then my parents had to pull me out because I got in a lot of fights just because I was white, and it was like, because I was going in there, I love everybody, man. I was raised by hippies, and no, they did not love me back.
No, I imagine.
My
Yeah.
parents ended up having to pull me
I
out.
understand. I got attacked by a black kid in the bathroom one time.
That's why I don't understand like the race thing, because like I've been on the receiving end of it where I was just like, what did I do to you, man? Like we could be friends, but you hate me.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's weird. It's very weird, especially for me because I've only had a couple of experiences with that in my life. Now, I am a white man, a giant, tall white man living in Asia, so I do understand a little bit about the being the outsider, but there's just no violence with it. The thing that was really shocking about Mobile was the violence, and I wasn't ready for it because when I was a little kid up in like elementary school, we got a little scuffles and pushing and stuff, but it wasn't serious, right? But down in the South, man, it's a whole different level of fighting when I found out what a fight was,
Or
right?
violence.
Yeah, it's a whole different level, right? Um,
Why do you
so
think? Why do you think I keep my head down?
because Bojangles, we know.
That and also the violence.
Yeah, but is North Carolina really that bad though?
Kind of depends where you're at.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like anywhere. Every place has bad and good.
I suppose that's
Mhm.
true. I suppose that's true. But whatever. But I don't know. And I worked in a fairly violent job for a long time, like 12 years. I was a bouncer, right? But I saw way more violence in that junior high school period in Mobile than I did in my entire 12 years as a bouncer, easily. So I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
but you gotta think with like junior high too. That's when all kids are like hitting puberty and they're going nuts.
They are.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was one of those kids, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
the
no.
most violent and bloody fights I've ever seen were in junior high.
Yeah, it's weird, right? It's strange that
Mhm.
that's true.
Well,
Although,
you're
They
immortal
were
then too, so you
huge.
don't really fear getting hurt. So you'll do crazier things.
that's true. Yeah, especially white Americans.
Yeah, when you get older, you know that hitting your head on cement will kill you. So you'll be like, I'm not going to smash that guy's head into the curb. But when you're 13, you're like, that doesn't cross your mind.
It's true. Yeah, it is true. Yeah. Hmm. I had the good thing about Southern girls is that a lot not all of them, but there are some of them that are pretty damn loose. I remember there was girls in junior high that were happy to roll in the hay with you, man. It's just junior high. I
Yeah.
mean, now that I'm a father, and because my kids are all grown up now, but I'm like, that would just absolutely appall me.
It's called growing up, dude.
Are the girls loose in North Carolina as well, JD?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, perfect.
Because they're all trying to father up, aren't they?
Tell me about it,
They're all
right?
trying to trap you. They're like, oh, JD, I'm having your baby. Now give me all your paychecks.
Well, luckily, I stay away from them.
Now,
JD Bojangles Jr.
That's right. Now, thanks, Alan. Now I've been white boxing right along here, showing all this art off. But let's get Skinny's opinion here. I'm white boxing the Howl Comics over here. Skinny, what do you think of what he's doing over here?
Let's see. Come on. Okay. Oh man, that looks great, right?
It is cool. Alan here has
I
great
like that he's got
style.
a mullet, if that was the intention.
The mullet?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is Bruce Campbell chain going on though. He's got his beer though. How you doing, Alan?
I'm doing cool, man. Doing all right.
How you enjoying?
Just burning up here in California. Nice hellish orange skies.
Oh, we got the fires. It's pretty.
Breathing in that fresh ash every morning.
Oh goodness! And I hear you guys are having a real hot summer as well.
Oh yeah, it was 107 the other day, and it turned 115 on Saturday.
Crap!
Jesus, that's
good time.
That's no joke, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Well, and how's things going? Seeing as California has all those stupid green energy things, which they of course can't maintain a grid with, and therefore you get blackouts constantly. How's that going?
And also, the equipment is actually from that old electrical equipment. It's from 1928, I believe.
What are you talking about, JD?
Oh, I just watched a video from PragerU about the electrical system being very ancient.
No, the problem they have in California is they're trying to go green, and they, of
Yeah,
course, they
but
can't sustain the system. Yeah.
Yeah, even I got solar panels. Ever since they put the solar panels in my house, it's been pretty crappy, for sure.
yeah. Actually, I think they've been focusing more on the green stuff than the existing, infrastructure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the
Yeah, they
problem.
don't upkeep the old stuff.
Yeah, and of course,
Well, they
it,
don't really allow controlled burns up there either, do they? Which is causing a lot of these wildfires.
Well, it started with a gender reveal for the most part here.
it what?
So
What I mean is,
yeah,
like,
they had one of the biggest
we
fires here
do-
started because of a gender reveal party.
Yep.
Wow. What the hell is a
Yeah, that
gender
is so
reveal party? What the hell is that?
well, it's not politically correct.
I don't know.
It's
You
a party
shouldn't
where
assume
like
things.
when they wanna show if if it's gonna be a boy or a girl, they reveal it to their family and friends.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like a baby shower.
So
What do they
it's like
show
a baby
the?
shower, and then they have
Do they show the?
like balloons.
Do they show the video from the doctor with the what do they call that thing where they look inside quinoa?
Ultrasound.
Ultrasound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
showing
Full
off the
window.
ultrasound or something.
No, they like they'll have like a mystery cake, and when they slice it, it'll be blue or red or pink, or balloons come out of a box, either blue or pink. But these
Huh?
highly elevated people here decided to have explosions go off in the dry mountain areas, like blue or pink fireworks or something, and it's just started up the state.
Holy cow! No, but I don't
Could
understand.
you imagine? Could you imagine a woke gender reveal party where like they set everything off and you just see like these Riddler question marks just appear everywhere?
Oh, that would be
We don't
perfect.
know.
Yeah, we don't know.
True.
That's a weird thing. When
wonder
did
if
that happen? When did we start doing gender reveal parties? Usually, you just wrap the baby in a blue or pink blanket and you get to go.
Out here is the same time they started dog weddings, so who knows?
Wow.
Actually, I was reading an article the other
Wow.
day. They were interviewing the woman who started the trend, and I think it started about 13 years ago. And of course, she's woke now, so she regrets the whole thing because now her daughter is questioning her own sexuality or her own gender or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Those people are weird.
Yeah,
But
they are.
yeah, according to her story, the reason why they had it to begin with is she had a few miscarriages before, and she wanted to celebrate finally getting to the point where they could tell the gender of the baby. And of
Wow.
course, now she regrets it because not only is she woke, but she also kind of feels responsible for California burning to the ground right now.
Holy cow. Well, I mean, it's not very hard. If it has a peepee, it's a boy. If it doesn't have a peepee, it's not a boy.
Yeah, I learned that in kindergarten cop.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's exactly right. Adrian
Boys
over here.
have girls have vaginas.
That's right. Little boy is very informative.
Yeah,
He was.
they
That was a great little fun movie, actually. Let's see.
look like the age.
Giant tall white man living in Asia. So you're like 5'9"? No, I'm 6'3", Adrian. Yeah. So it's yeah. Junkyard Dunn says, oddly enough, Japanese kids are becoming very tall now. I'm 5'10", and sometimes I feel dwarfed by some middle schoolers. Yeah, no, their diet has changed, and they're not
Mhm.
sitting seiza as much, and yeah, they are getting bigger. That's true. My kids are fairly large for Japanese, but they're half white, I suppose. Junkyard Dunn, yeah, that stuff I did in middle school. I'd flip my shit if my kids were like me. Yeah, me too, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, they will take over the world.
I don't think so. I think they're not smart enough, JD. Anyway, Skinny, I'm looking here at Keenma's piece. I really like what she's doing. What do you think about it?
Oh, I think it looks lovely. Let me pull it up for some reason. I mean, I just really like the pose right here, especially
is.
just looking at the eye with the right leg sitting up like that.
Yeah, it's
Very
nice.
sexy.
Yeah, Kimia's
Very
great artist. And I love her introspective look at the eye. That is so cool. Hey, Pablo, we're drawing Otis Stein. It's a redneck version of Frankenstein. So we do hope you guys in the chat are drawing along as usual. All you have to do is go over to hashtag DNQFE at the Twitter and drop your art in there. We'll take a look at the end of the show. Which reminds me, I need to create a straw poll, don't I? Oof. All right, I'll
Yeah,
get
get
to
on
that.
that.
I'll get onto that momentarily. But yeah, it's very nice. Now we got JD here next, Skinny, and he's doing Daisy Duke. I guess, or your main character, I suppose, with Otis Stein in the back. Those shorts are way too long, JD. Way too long.
Okay, I made a mistake. Okay.
You got to bring
I
them up.
regret.
Anyway, what do you think, Skinny?
I enjoy it. I like the choice of hair color. I like the corset. Is that what that's called?
What?
Not a
Corset?
lady,
Yeah,
though.
it's corset. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a corset. And also I gave her the Daisy Dukes, which I should have done better. Yeah, I understand. I just wasn't thinking. Oh man.
You got to cut them in half, dude. You see where you have the crotch lines going up? That's where the jeans should be going up.
Erase.
Erase. That's
But I
right.
do love the
I don't have
birthday
time to
hips.
do that. And I'm also kind of falling asleep a little bit. Oh,
Well,
You've been
work
drawing
on that.
bucks all day.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh,
And she is well bosomed. I have to say that, well bosomed.
thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Moving down here, what we got JJ or Jason is with us today. Very happy to have you here, and he is drawing a very interesting piece. I think we've misplaced the heart somehow, but what do you think about this, Skinny?
I really love it. Obviously, I guess you're taking influence from Red Gwyn a little bit, which actually Otis was kind of based on as far as look-wise goes, which is excellent. And for anybody not familiar or too young to know, but Fred Gwynn played Herman Munster in
He did.
Monsters.
He did, and of course he was in Pet
He's
Cemetery.
also the judge in My Husband Vinny.
That's right.
Yeah. And actually make note of that in on the campaign page. Sometimes dead is better. That I was quoting Pet Cemetery, the old one, the good one, not this new shenanigans that they came out with.
Yeah, no, the old one was good, and yeah, Fred was awesome. I love the Monsters, dude. It was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid, and I'm definitely getting that off of Jason here. Did you enjoy the Monsters as well when you were a kid, Jason?
The Munsters? Yeah, I used to watch it.
Yeah,
It's been a while though.
that was a great show, man.
Jason in a bucket?
Sounds like he's in a bucket. Yeah.
It sounds like I'm in a bucket.
Yeah, your audio's off, but it's all right, dude. It's no problem.
I bought a crappy webcam, that's why.
Oh well, yeah. So you're using a webcam, not a dedicated mic. Well, there's the answer right there. Yeah. That's all right, dude. This is your first time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how are you enjoying your first time streaming and drawing live? Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, thank you. It's great. It's all right. It's okay.
Beats getting stabbed in a dark alley.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
it
true.
does.
All right. But looking great though, dude. Looking good. So
Thank you.
Frankenhooker. Pablo, you should definitely do Frankenhooker. That's perfect for you. Definitely throw that
Classic.
over the Twitter, dude. Hashtag DNQFE. We got to see your Frankenhooker. Go ahead, Rodimus.
Only the classics.
All right. And last but not least here, Skinny, we got El Rodimus Flash. And he's taking time today. He usually does like half a dozen pieces, but he's really working on one here, and it's cool, dude. I like it. What do you think, Skinny?
I really enjoy this piece because, especially with Mary, like her hairstyle. I mean, this just feels like it came out of a 50s B movie, just straight up, kind of with a little bit of Swamp Thing thrown in there.
Yeah.
It's kind of a thinking Bernie Wrightson when I started.
Oh,
It
neat.
kind of, yeah, it reminds me like if there was a crossover between the creature from the Black Lagoon and Frankenstein, this was what it would look like, 100%.
I think it's really cool. And by the way, JD, this is how you do Daisy Dukes. Them's correct. All right, because I literally ran in the door and started up because I was late to start this show. So I have no liquid next to me whatsoever. So I got to go get me some coffee. I'm going to make some coffee. So I'm going to put Erotimus in charge. I don't know how that's going to work.
No.
What do you mean no? You got to talk. I need someone who can talk.
All right, whatever.
All right. So Erotimus is in charge. I'll be back in a few minutes. That's not talking.
While Chester goes and poops,
Coffee does
tell us
make
about the
one.
redneck monsters.
Oh, how long is her hair, by the way?
Oh, Mary?
Yeah.
I would say it probably goes down to the small of her back.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Somewhere in between there and just the bottom of the shoulders.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
I love long hair. When I met my wife, she actually had a pixie haircut and I hated it.
Was she a nurse?
No, she's actually going to school for
Oh, that's something.
cosmetology.
Yeah,
So she
that
had
was going to
like
be
this
my.
really, aqua colored
That was going to be my
pixie
my
cut
next.
hair.
Yep,
And
my
I was
next
like,
guest would be
oh,
a cosmetologist or beautician,
yeah, and it's just
hairdresser.
like,
They all have the pixie cut. It's a
oh, yeah.
uniform.
But she actually grew hers out just for me. Like, it's not like I didn't ban her from getting her hair cut. I just told her how much I hated that pixie cut, and she was like, "Oh." And then she ended up getting it cut. Now it's like down right to her shoulders because apparently, like having hair down to the small of her back, her hair tried to kill her at night, and there was a couple of times she woke up almost being strangled. That was
Really?
fun. But yeah, that's a beautiful Mary that you got going on. And is the book going to be levitating, like, or is it like in the stand? Because I know you haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh wait, were you talking to me?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. It's gonna be levitating.
Cool.
that is cool.
I thought the book looked cool, so I'm like, you gotta include that too.
Yeah, I love the cover.
Yeah, the cover of the book is actually like, I don't know, I'm a stickler for like little subtle references, but the cover I actually ended up sending Carlos a still from Young Frankenstein with Gene Wilder standing over. Was it what's that guy's name? I know his last name's Boyd.
Peter Boyle.
Yeah, Boyle, not Boyd. What am I thinking? But where he's standing over Peter Boyle with his like arms outstretched and doing the "It's Alive" thing.
Cool.
So there's like tons of tiny, tiny little references that just aren't.
Yeah, and I was like,
They're
looking
there
at it.
if you know them.
Yeah, I was looking at it for a long time. I was like, oh, just stare at it all day. And it fits the feel of the book,
Yeah.
which like a lot of
I
these
hate.
people miss out. Like the art doesn't match the story. In this, I think it actually goes with it.
That's one of the reasons I thought about getting another artist to do the cover of the book. But then I was like, man, I really hate it when the exteriors don't match the interiors because
Well, I like
had
that
a
it
lot
looks
of-
like folk art.
yeah, and Carlos, I think somebody compared it, said that it was like a contoured art style where everything just kind of looks like it's flowing, and it just
It almost looks like a like an engraving.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought that looked really cool.
And that's
actually
only blacklight, right?
Yeah, I actually had Carlos go back and touch up the cover a little bit. Like he altered the colors just a little. Well, not just a little bit, but he altered some of the colors to more kind of fluorescent colors. Because I actually talked to, I think the company was Jack Prince. Yeah, it was. Sorry, I've been speaking to a lot of different printers. It's hard to keep up, but I ended up getting them to do to print it with fluorescent, what they called UV inks, which are blacklight reactive. So when I actually found a printer that could do that, I went back to Carlos and I was like, well, hey, can we just adjust the coloring just a little bit to add some more fluorescent colors? I showed him some pictures of like typical blacklight posters. I'm like, kind of like these color palettes. But he actually, even on top of that, he went in and did a larger version of the cover where he added in more details into the picture that are going to turn up on the poster and that are actually on the cover, which I thought was really neat because there's like, I think maybe about 5 or 6 kind of hidden figures in the background.
Thank you.
But that all actually came from one of the guys on Twitter that I talked to, Damnation. He saw the cover and he immediately said that would make a great blacklight poster. And that's when that light bulb just kind of tried to flicker over my head and then kind of went out. And then I slept on it a little bit and then I woke up. I had the holy light.
Oh, and the guy from Cartoonist Kayfabe.
Yeah.
Think of his name, but he's doing a comic that's one. He's doing 3 versions. One is blacklight. One will be like a blacklight poster printed, and then one is black and white. One was just typical color or whatever. But
that poster, man, like the first quote I got from it, I actually sought somebody who produced like legitimate blacklight posters, like with the flocking, that velvety material on it. And they wanted like, I think it was like almost $2,000 just to print up like 200 of them. And I was like, oh no, I can't do that. That's just not possible. So, I mean, the poster I'm including still is a blacklight poster, still has the UV blacklight reactive inks on it. It just doesn't have that velvety material on it, which is actually better because that velvety stuff just gets messy after a while. You keep finding pieces.
Yeah, and I don't know how that would survive in shipping too. Like that might not hold up.
But on the campaign, I'm actually charging extra if people want the poster because I hate folding posters and I hate getting folded posters. So I'm actually charging extra shipping because I'm going to ship the poster separately in a tube mailer. So I can just roll it up, put a rubber band on it, maybe shrink wrap it and send it off. Which I told people about it, and they said that they didn't mind paying extra to not have a poster. I was like, cool, because I don't want to give you one. So that works out. But it's been a blast doing this campaign for this book, and the amount of support that I've received from it has just been mind-blowing. I never thought it'd do this well.
It was backed in 1 day or 2 days, right?
Yeah, it got funded like in like the first hour in like maybe 5 minutes. And I just couldn't even, I was speechless. I just like, I don't know what to say. But it's been a labor of love. We've been working on this book since January. I've been busting my butt. Carlos has been busting his butt. Just putting our noses to the grinder. And it's all thanks to Mr. Doug Berry. That guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be fulfilling the actual physical book. And I'm actually going to be shipping out posters because I was like, I don't want to give Doug work with these 2 mailers, so I'm just going to ship them out myself. cool. We got a lot of fun in the oven too. Because Doug and I are actually talking. We're not talking about. We're actually going to do it now. We're now kind of doing up a rough draft of the rip, but we're going to do Lone Wolf versus Otis Stein. So we
Oh,
just
that'd be
wanna do,
great.
like, a cool crossover.
That'd be awesome. I would love to see that.
Yeah, because I love cross promotion. I love doing crossovers. Like, you guys
I love
remember they did
crossovers.
that
They're pretty
crossover event with DC and Marvel, which was like the only time that'll ever happen back in the 90s. I
Yeah,
just
tell me
love
about
stuff
it.
like that.
It took like how many? Like 20 years to get that done.
Yeah.
They did one in the 70s, and then in the 90s they did it again, and then it'll never happen again. But
Thanks
I
to
don't know,
Joe Quazada. Jerkwad. Sorry, I'm just a little salty because they quit doing that. I love crossovers.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they did the what was it, Amalgam, where they had like they blended the characters.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I'm one of those comic guys. Like, I read a lot, but I don't remember a lot at the same time. I feel kind of stupid sometimes. Like I'll watch a ton of movies, and you can ask me like who my favorite director is, and I'm like, huh? I just watch the movies, man. I don't read the credits.
And Erotimus.
But I'm the same
Oh,
way
go
with comics. Like, I've read a ton of comics, and it's not until just now when I'm in my 30s buying comics where I'm starting to pay attention to the different writer names and the different artist names. Back then, I didn't care. I was just like, I'm here for the story.
Yeah, I was the
don't
same
care
way.
who writes it.
Yeah. And for your information, Erotimus, I poop under the cover of darkness. Thank you.
Well, I mean, some of
Like
us
Batman.
turn the light on, some of us leave the light off.
That's true.
To each his own.
He's the Midnight Bomber, one who bombs at midnight.
That's right. That is right.
That's funny. Okay, let's see.
All right, I'm putting together straw
So how's
poll
your
here.
coffee?
I got some. Yeah. Yeah, I just I ran in real quick and didn't have time to get any of that. But yeah, no, I like I drink Blue Mountain coffee from Africa.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Sounds like a Mountain Dew flavor.
Mountain Dew. I actually don't
Now,
drink
are
much
you-
soda. Go ahead.
Now, on the subject of coffee, because I'm a coffee fiend, do you do the like thing, or do you actually brew a pot?
Oh no, I brew it. Yeah. We got a little grinder and stuff. Actually, I didn't really drink coffee until I got married. My wife loves it, so I kind of adopted that from her. Let me take a look at this real quick. Make sure I'm not. I'm an idiot. Okay. All right. All right. Sorry
Yeah,
about
I
that.
didn't start drinking coffee until I had to start being at work at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, really? Yeah, I
That's
like
when
it
I got
though.
hooked on it.
I was always
I love my coffee.
I was always a water kid when I was young. I didn't really drink anything other than water. So
Even out of the hose.
yeah, even out of the hose. Yeah, sure. We didn't know
I
anything
still
back
drink
in those
water out of
days.
the hose. I was watching this one video, speaking of water. This was probably about a year or two ago, where they actually they did a pH test or whatever on all these different bottled waters, and it turned out that the tap water was actually a lot better than all the other ones.
Really?
I was like, whoa. I was like, now I don't feel bad about still drinking out of the hose every once in a while.
Yeah, bottled water just can.
I think it depends on the city.
Because they, some of these waters, they put fluoride in them, and they actually advertise it like that. I'm like, Really?
What?
You would advertise that? Why?
They're idiots. They're,
Well,
highly educated
Oh.
idiots.
Yeah, because
the other problem with the bottled water is you don't know how long it's been on the shelf,
Yeah,
and the that plastic does biodegrade right into the water. So the longer that's on the shelf, the more you're drinking plastic more than water.
God dang.
Yeah,
Learn
it's
something
not
new
good.
every day.
Yummy
that
yum.
would explain why bottled water tastes like plastic to me.
Or like
Really
if you
bad.
leave it in your car for like an hour, it smells awful.
Oh,
And I know there's like some towns like I know like out in like Charleston, West
I wonder
Virginia.
people are
and
getting
stuff like
cancer.
that.
No wonder people are getting cancer. That's perfect, JD.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just creating the straw poll. You guys go ahead and keep
No,
chatting. Jason, I'll put you on a straw poll as JJ, all right? Because that's what people can see.
Okay.
Okay. Keenma.
Okay.
And then last but certainly not least, we have the Howl Comics. All right.
Yeah.
Hi-yo.
Nice.
That piece does look amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right. So I got El Rodimus Flash, JJ, JD, Keenma, and the Howl Comics. So make sure I got that right. Yep. 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 And yep. Okay, cool. Straw poll is done.
Sweet.
Very nice. All right. So that's
I
done.
actually wouldn't mind trying some Franken Ale if they ever came out with it.
What? Say that again?
I said I would try Franken Ale if it was actually a thing.
If it was actually a thing. Oh, I never heard of it. I don't drink at all, so.
Which one? It's my beer here on my little drawing.
Oh, I see. Franken Ale. Oh, I get it. Well, how many of you guys in here enjoy a alcoholic beverage?
Ooh, I love me a good beer and a good whiskey.
Not me.
You really need to ask that?
All right.
I suppose not.
I've been sipping on some Tanqueray.
I don't drink.
Oh, you don't drink either?
Mostly
Yeah.
sodas for me.
Soda's
Sodas
bad
are
for
enough
you,
for me.
JD. Don't drink that crap. Drink beer. That's better for you.
So, actually, I'm not supposed to drink beer because of my medication.
But yet soda's okay?
Oh yeah, I mean it ain't alcoholic.
I'm telling you,
It's
the worst
I'm
thing
all
you
on
could do,
medication.
JD. Yeah, but the worst thing
Take
you
a
could do,
handful.
JD, is drink soda, dude.
What?
Go ahead, Skinny.
Well, I
Whatever.
was just gonna say, take a handful of the dirtiest, filthiest pennies that you can find, and put them in a glass with Coke, and just let them set overnight,
Mhm.
and then rinse them off the next morning, and they will be the cleanest, most shiniest pennies you will ever see.
And you're putting that in your
You
body.
can clean you can clean your battery terminals on your car with Coke.
Yeah, you can.
I heard that's actually a myth.
I
No,
bet you
it's
can,
not.
dude. Yeah.
With the salt content down here in southern Alabama, the salt content in the air, like corrosion and rust happen so quickly that we regularly have to clean our battery terminals, or else, no connection, car won't start. But it's either always white vinegar or Coke.
Yeah.
Good dang.
Yeah.
I love Coke. That's so cool.
CJD, Coke is good for you. It cleanses you.
Yeah. Is that what
Yeah,
we're
you'll
going
have
with
the
now?
cleanest inside.
Yeah, I hardly ever drink soda. It's more of a dessert, a rare dessert item for me. But to each his own. I drink coffee every day though, which I know isn't really good for me either. But anyway,
I
Junkyard
drink
Dunn
all
says
three.
all three. Junkyard Dunn says I've become a beer guy here in Japan. Heartland beer by Asahi is my favorite. Same with Sapporo specials, only in Hokkaido. Some high quality whiskey made there too. We know the interesting thing, Junkyard, is because he and I are both here in Japan, right? Doing business here in Japan, you have to drink some. It's a weird culture. This is more like Germany as far as the level of beer culture they have here. So when I go and do business meetings or stuff, I do drink a little because I kind of have to, Japan's an interesting place because
There's
beer's
some
not.
great Japanese whiskeys.
I don't
What
know,
do they
dude.
use in their beer? Like,
Oh,
do
same
they
as
use
everybody else.
hops or wheat or?
They do, of course, same as any other beer.
Right.
I'd say their Asahi, which he's talking about, is very similar to Budweiser, maybe a little bit upclassed. Maybe. I don't know. It tastes a lot like Budweiser to me. I hate it. I much more would rather drink an ale if I have the choice, but I usually don't. So, although some of the not Nama beer, Junkyard, what do they call that? It's kind of like an ale they make here. It's usually you find it in the ryokans or things like that where they make their own beer. It's like an ale though. It's not Nama beer. That's just the draft stuff. Well, what do they call that? I can't remember the name of it. Maybe Junkyard will know it, but that stuff's pretty good too. Later, Sumley, he's heading off to work, and he says, "Take care, you fellow deplorables." Yes, we're all deplorables, I guess. How do
I
you?
love Sam. That dude's like one of the best friends, man. That dude is awesome.
Yeah, Sumley's really cool, dude. I just wish he lived in a better time frame because he's over in Scandinavia.
Yeah, he always messages me like at like 5 or 6 in the morning. He's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, how's it going? Just got off work." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hey, I'm just."
G Beater, there it is. Thank you very much, Junkyard. Junkyard's on it, man. Thank you. 'Cause I don't drink very much, but the G Beater isn't bad. I don't mind that. Like I said, it's like
I
it
still need to-
tastes like an ale. Go ahead.
I still haven't tried sake, and I need to because I'm a really big whiskey guy, and that's basically Japanese whiskey, right?
Yeah, it's a rice
No.
wine.
Oh, it's a wine,
But it doesn't taste like
I
whiskey.
really like taking shots.
I would say shochu
I
is
like
more
whiskey.
whiskey-esque, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think shochu is more leans toward the whiskey, but sake is it's all right. It's kind of sweet for my. I don't really like alcohol very much, but it's all right. I've had some good sake. One of the things I actually enjoyed when I first came here, I had to. I opened up my own business, but of course, new business is slow going, right? So you have to, you got to find money, income until it catches on. So for a couple of years, I worked as at a Komuten, which is a scaffolding company, right? I'm a big old strong guy, so
Kumite. Kumite.
not Kumite, no. No, that's a
Oh.
very different thing. But very, very different. Yeah.
That would be funny to see if you were doing the
Okay.
whole, murdering guys like,
I'm not a murderer,
John
JD.
Claude Van Damme.
A bouncer is not a murderer. And Jean Claude Van Damme is not a murderer either. But nevertheless,
I don't know about that.
okay. But I did.
Murders those splits.
He does murder those splits, dude. But when they would do a new property construction here, or tearing down, or any kind of work, the shindo stuff, they would come in and they would bless it, and they would use giant bottles of sake, and they would just kind of sprinkle the corners. But after they were done, they just kind of hand the bottle of sake to the workers and leave. So those are interesting lunches. Right, everyone finishing
Wow.
off the bottle of sake, yeah. So
Yeah, I've had
It
a.
sounds like that would create a lot of safety hazards.
Japanese are Japanese, dude. They're yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's not America.
Oh,
Yeah, with the dumbasses that usually play with power tools.
I just keep
No,
getting this
okay.
mental image of you actually being the scaffolding, and they're just like climbing.
Well, the funny thing from that was a good experience for me because it was when I first came here, and like I said, I was just trying to make money, and I got the job through a friend. And I was no problem because I'm American, we're hard workers, and he was having a hard time with the young people because his staff was pretty old, right? Very skilled though. But the young guys just didn't have the work ethic, and he's screaming at them all day. I, of course, have an American work ethic, so he was very happy to have me on board. But it was really a good thing for me to do because I didn't know anything about the culture or the people really. I mean, I've been married for 7 years, but I lived in Hawaii, right? So with my wife, so I didn't know Japan very well. So it was really good because I got to meet all the carpenters, the plumbers, the electricians, the blue collar workers, the actual people, right? And made a lot of friends and learned a lot. It was actually the smartest thing I could have done accidentally, you know. So it worked out. It was a fun job too. I actually liked it,
That
but it
makes
was
perfect.
yeah, but it was only like $10 an hour, so it wasn't great.
You get what you get. I
Oh
think
yeah,
minimum wage down here is like $7.25 or something like that.
that's not
Like
good.
What's the
our
exchange rate?
What do you mean?
What's the dollar to the Japanese currency?
Oh, well, in my mind, I kind of just think it's the same. It's like it usually floats around 120, 110, somewhere in that area.
Yeah,
Yen to a dollar.
it's almost similar actually.
It's very similar. Yeah, it is similar.
Yeah,
And it
yeah, because
functions
the reason I
similarly.
know this is because it's Gunpla. The Gunpla prices are in Japanese, but I can remember which
Yeah.
ones are about $20 and stuff.
I
Yeah.
buy way too much stuff from Japan.
Oh, do you? Like what,
I mean,
Kima?
Oh yeah. Oh, I buy Gunplas.
What is a
Me too.
gunpla? Say that again?
The
The
Gundam
Gundam
models.
plastic model kits. The
Oh,
Gundam plastic model kits.
the pro
Yeah.
models. Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm huge into those, and I also buy Go boards, and
What's a go board?
it's a board game. It's played a lot in Japan.
Oh, you mean Go?
Oh,
Oh, the game
Oh.
Go. Oh, okay.
yeah,
All right. Yeah, no,
Oh,
people
okay.
play that here. Yeah.
yeah, I love the game.
That's cool. Yeah, it's a
Dang.
fun game. Yeah.
How
But
come you keep buying them?
Because I like collecting different ones.
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does your husband play Go
Hey.
with you?
No, he hates playing against me.
Uh,
Let me guess, you always win.
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably the problem. Joe Maroney says that sake was what Bruce Lee was drinking when he died, right? Well, we really don't know because they tried to cover that shit up, dude. So we don't know all the details of his death, really, unfortunately, which is why it's been, people create their own rumors over the years, right? Over the decades.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, there's
Leave
still
it.
think about it.
mistakes in family
I mean, we
curse,
still don't even know who killed JFK.
I
I
do.
mean,
Erodimus says the secret. All right, go ahead.
What?
You
Well, tell us.
What?
Oh, okay. All right. I get it.
I know
You,
who
you
did.
know,
My
we,
handlers say be quiet, so I
oh,
can't say anymore.
there you go. Well, we did actually a show on the TFT thing we do, which we got a new thing coming Sunday, so come back and check that out, guys. But we did a thing on the JFK, and but it was kind of a roundabout way to get to it. We were talking about the Mandela effect and that weird conspiracy theory.
cool.
And I'll tell you what, though, I grew up in an age where they had documentaries and specials, 60 Minutes, stuff like that, on the JFK assassination a lot. So I grew up with it. And I saw that video many times. And I'm telling you, the video they have now is different. I don't know why the government or whoever decided to change that on the internets, but they did change that. It is definitely a different video. It's not the same.
It was the CIA.
It might be. I'm just
Was
kind
it made for Blu-ray now?
Or the Illuminati.
It
Oliver
was.
Stone.
Well,
Or maybe the
Because like the
Illuminati.
CIA was going into MK Ultra at the time with their whole mind control shtick, and like the guy who shot Lee Harvey Oswald, like immediately after he shot him, like the guy completely forgot everything, like politely introduced himself to the authorities.
right? Yeah. Well,
It
I
was
mean,
totally strange.
it was strange, but the thing that took me off about it was, in the original video, the general consensus kind of made sense as far as you were looking at it, but with the way they've changed the video now, it looks like Jackie is guilty, his wife. You go
Oh,
look at the
she
video
is.
now. Well, yeah, but I mean that never was there before. I was just wondering why they made that change. Now, some guys are like, "Oh, it's a Mandela effect, the whole time shift thing, or whatever." Yeah, whatever, maybe. You
No.
never know, right?
It
But
could be a parallel
The
universe. Maybe
magic.
I think it's just
in
changed
reality
by some
changed.
government people, JD. I'm just curious why they
I
changed it
know.
though, because
I'm just being
Well, they changed
maybe because
it
they're
because
dicks.
that's
well,
very
no,
helpful,
because the
JD.
magic bullet theory just turned out to hold no water at all.
Yeah,
and
but
people caught on to it.
does anyone really care though?
Right.
It's so long ago. But it is weird that they changed
I
that.
do. I'm a conspiracy theorist, man.
Well, shoot, you should come on our TFT show, dude. We do conspiracies every week. It's fun. I think
Only
they're
if you come
Yeah,
on.
I've always wondered what would happen if the alien body was recovered by someone else and shown on TV.
what are
No one
you?
would believe it.
I have
What?
no idea what you're talking about, JD. You lost me
It's like the
again.
Batman thing. It's like
Again.
the best way to hide that you're Batman is tell everybody you're Batman. It's like
fair.
if they actually were like, hey, here's an alien body, everybody would be like, nah, not true.
Well,
Oh, yeah, good point.
that actually happened this year, man. And like, well, not with the
What?
body, but didn't the Pentagon released actual documented footage of UFOs,
Yeah.
and they said,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that part.
Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah, just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, Chester, I'll come on your show, but you got to come on mine with Mecca and Lorenzo and I kind of believe. So
Oh,
we got
well,
our own little show.
if I can work out a schedule, I will. Yeah, sure. It's, I love conspiracy theories. They're lots of fun. I don't know. Keep in mind, I don't take them so super seriously. I just enjoy them. So I'm not a true
That's why
believer.
we kind of believe.
Yeah,
there
I'm
you
a
go.
true believer too, dude.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
But on our last episode, we actually discussed sliding, and I think it was in Oregon. But there's a scientist who's go around proclaiming the existence of what they call Big Nut, which is basically a 6-foot squirrel.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. That is
A
awesome,
6 foot
dude.
what?
Oh shit, those should come here.
Squirrel.
Oh, a squirrel that's 6 foot?
Yeah,
God
dude.
dang.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, man,
Tell
I
me
used to
about it.
shoot squirrels when I was a
Set it
kid.
on fire.
I get
Set it
50
on
cents a
fire.
tail, Keenma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some dude collect them and he turned them
Oh,
into something. I don't know what he did with them, but 50 cents a tail, man. Yeah,
How the
absolutely.
heck is it because of government scientists they were creating these giant super squirrels to take us all out? I mean, seriously. I'd say
Yeah,
They're just
that's
trying
the
to get
problem
a
with
nut.
that theory.
Yeah,
Is that a 6-foot
Okay,
squirrel
what?
would kill people
it would most certainly kill people.
because they're
And
very aggressive at like 6 inches tall.
that's right.
Yeah, I've
And-
actually had a pet squirrel. So,
Oh, did you? Oh,
um,
I shot a lot.
yeah, I don't
Kill.
recommend it. Squirrels don't have any biting inhibitions. So even if they're playing with you, they will still bite the hell out of you because they don't know.
Just like JD.
Well, I did learn something today, El Rodimus. Definitely do not invite JD to a TFT episode. I know that because
Why?
I
you're
think you
you're a
should be on
true
every one.
believer. You think so? I guess we should have a true believer in the house. Huh? Let's see. Pablo Romero says, "Is it your memory? You are old, Chester." Well, thank you very much, Pablo. But no, it's not. They definitely changed the video. I mean, there are some of those.
It's probably just more high res now.
No. It's clearly different.
That changes a lot of stuff.
I get your point on that, but no, it's clearly changed. I mean, some of the Mandela things
It
is
could
very
be-
questionable. Other things are clearly they've been changed. I don't know why. The whole Mandela thing is weird. Yeah, but I mean,
There-
I think it has a lot to do with we don't see it anymore, right? I think what's going on is Google with their big OD those quantum computers they have. I think they were just testing and see what they could do with it, and I think that's probably what it was. They're just goofing off because those computers, I guess, are pretty badass.
Well, this year they also confirmed parallel universes as well. I forget the exact
Parallel
specifics,
universe. Yeah, that's true.
but yeah,
They did.
I was reading up on that not too long
I
ago.
remember that.
Yeah, it is interesting, and who knows? Maybe. I mean, I
I
don't.
think it had something to do with the tachyons, but I'm not certain.
It is. Well, JD's tachyons are at a especially low level today, but it is what it is. And Junkyard Dunn says, I was wondering what Gunpla stood for. I just knew it was Gundam related. Well, don't they usually say pro modaru or something like that here? I don't know. I don't really.
Plumo.
Yeah.
Plumo. Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be
Chomo.
it's supposed to be a combination of Plumo and Gundam. That's how you get Gunpla.
Yeah, but is that a Japaneseism or is that a Western people saying that? Because there's a lot of stuff you
I think
guys
it's
make up
I've,
that Japanese don't say at all.
I've heard
Like,
it a lot
Japanese.
on. Yeah, I've heard it a lot on like Japanese cartoons. So
Yeah, that's true.
You're saying we make stuff up so Godzilla isn't real?
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Nope, just the 1998 one isn't real.
Yeah, that's right, Junkyard Done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that because I don't believe in you.
Well, like for instance, you
No,
guys say chibi. You use chibi a lot. Japanese don't use chibi. They say mini.
well, it's because it's in you know, we're American dudes, so we say whatever we want.
Yeah, but where did you get chibi
What-
from? I mean, you can use chibi as small here, I suppose, but it's not what they would say. It's not a chibi character. Japanese kids wouldn't understand what you're talking about at all. So I'm just like, where did you
Yeah.
guys get it from? How did it
I
happen?
don't
I'm curious.
know. I'm not the expert on that, and maybe it could be something like the government forced it on us or something. I don't know.
Mm.
Now,
You're giving
what
me
about the-
aneurysms,
yeah,
JD.
What about the waifu thing? Or is it like
Oh yeah, the
That's-
waifu. Yeah,
That's another Westernism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Japan, they call that a Chesterism.
That's right. Or a daimakura.
Chesters. Chester pillows.
That's right. Chester pillows. That's right. I started a trend. Sorry, guys. But I don't know. Do they have a lot of that over here? I guess you have some. You got the kind of shut-in kids that are like that, but it's not really part of the culture, to be honest with you. In many ways, Westerners are more otaku than Japanese are.
why do you think I call myself the comic otaku?
Because I get it, but I'm just saying you're over otakuing the Japanese kids. You're winning, JD. And Junkyard Don, do you
They
agree
probably
with me
do
on
the
that?
same thing with American stuff.
The Japanese just like the image of it. They don't understand the concept of it. Like they love Snoopy here, but they've never watched a Snoopy cartoon, right? Or a
Ah,
PG
he's like
cartoon.
acting over there, right?
That'd be kidding me. They have the museum up there.
Yeah, but they don't know anything about it. They
Are
don't.
they
No wonder they
actually
have the
really
museum up
into,
there.
like, American rock and roll, or is that kind of a myth too?
Classic rock had a big impact here in the 70s, into the 80s. The Japanese are really into that. It was actually a great place to come play. These days, I don't see Western music being played at all outside of the older people like myself and the classic stuff. I mean, I have a blues band and we
'Cause
do some classic rock. So
Among us musicians out here, we always kind of make the joke of Japan is where all the half-assed musicians go to die.
well, maybe you can make a lot of money here.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well.
In Japan,
Yeah.
it's more about the image than it is the content, right? That's a big. I think it's a problem, but it is very Japanese.
Tell me
thing.
about it. Tell me about it.
Oh my God, JD. I'm liking what
guys,
you're
take
doing
it-
here, Rodimus. This is really cool.
Oh,
I'm gonna go to Japan one day, but I don't know how they'll receive me.
Oh, they're nice. Japanese are really nice. Oh yeah, the only advice you need for Japan is just be nice. Don't be a dick, and you're fine.
Yeah, well, what about like common misconceptions? Like, because if I ever went down there, I wouldn't want to accidentally piss anybody off by doing the wrong thing.
Well, you're not gonna piss anybody off anyway. The Japanese
There's
are
the giant
not.
robots.
Yeah.
Well,
you know.
what I'm saying is, like, I read something like, like sticking your chopsticks in your food when you're done. It's like,
Well, it's a
no
faux
go,
pas.
like, don't do that.
Yeah, well, sure. There's a bunch of little
And,
faux pas. I mean, I could take an hour explain them all to you, but
Right.
it wouldn't matter because you're a foreigner and you're not expected to know any better anyway. You see.
Yes. So as long as you're respectful, you're okay.
Yeah, just don't
I'm
be a
gonna
dick.
Taken to some Japanese
It
hospital
wouldn't start a riot
and killed
if you
by
put your
wife.
mouth shut.
No one cares. The people, Japanese are very chill, actually. Very, very chill. And the other thing I've heard people talk about, like Yakuza and stuff like that. Yakuza are pussies, man. Don't worry about it. There is no issue here whatsoever. It's a incredibly peaceful, laid-back place. It's actually, they're very pedantic. They work a lot of hours, but they don't necessarily work very hard. Americans are much harder working than Japanese are. But the Japanese are just very pedantic, and that's why I think they have a lot of success. And they're also, I guess you could use the word sheep, but they're just they're part of the team culturally,
All
and
company
that's
men.
yeah, they are,
Oh,
and that's that serves them well. It serves them very well. But Japan is
what
super
about them
chill.
being like super hard against identity politics? Like, is that true?
Oh, they don't like bullshit. Yeah, they don't care about that kind of stuff. It's like
Well,
you know what
Thank
that
God.
comes out of though is here in Japan, privacy is like the ultimate thing from the government down, right? So they really, really, it's like I don't know how to make a Western comparison, but it is the most important thing. The police will go out of their way not to break your privacy. The government will do the same. Privacy is super important. And these identity politic thing is all about tearing down privacy and making you culpable for your existence, right? And that's very anti-Japanese just in its nature. So it makes sense if you live here that they're definitely against that shit. Yeah.
well, I'm glad. I like them even more now.
Me
Yeah, yeah.
too.
Japanese are very chill, man. Hey, Spencer Tunes. I love what El Rodimus
Some
is doing
damn
with his second
emblems
piece,
we
man.
gotta worry.
You see what he's doing here, Skinny? El Rodimus?
Oh yeah,
It's very cool, dude.
I was surprised he started another piece. I was like, oh my god.
He usually does five or six
I
of them,
see
dude.
JD did another one too.
Who? Oh, you mean me? Yeah, I did one too. I did an art piece. I did Next Gen versus the Otis Stein.
Coming soon.
Coming soon
Yeah.
to theaters
Hey,
near
it
you.
could happen.
Yeah, Next Gen v Otis Stein.
And JJ's working on something new too.
Misunderstand of Southerners.
Yeah. There's not much misunderstanding.
Because
Now, JJ, you've been real quiet, man. How you doing, dude?
I'm good.
You good? In your
Sorry
box?
for not
It's nice. I like what you're doing here with
Yeah.
the second piece, though. You kind of focusing on the face here. It's nice.
Yeah, I didn't really like the first one all that much.
I thought it was cool. I liked it, and Skinny caught it immediately as well. The
Oh,
Papa Munster there. That was perfect. But
Yeah.
now you have done the draw along for quite a while, yeah?
yeah, for like more than a year.
Yeah. Well, we do love the draw along. We hope you guys are doing it. And Curious says vote Jiminy Cricket. I agree. But hopefully you guys are doing a draw along here for Otis Stein. Go over to the Twitter at hashtag DNQFE and drop your art in there. We'll take a look at that at the end of the show. I love that part. It's always a lot of fun. And this is kind of a fun little thing we're doing here. It's a redneck Frankenstein. That's cool, dude. But now, JJ. What do you do normally? I mean, do you work in the comics or as an artist, or is this just a hobby of yours? I mean, you're pretty good. I mean, so what do you do with that, JJ?
I don't do this for a living,
I'm sorry. Could you say that again?
but I would like to. Yeah.
You would like to, but you're not
Can you hear
working.
me?
You're not doing it right now. Yeah, you're just breaking up. So have you been involved in any projects?
Hello?
Are you? Yeah, I can hear you.
I said I would like to work, but yeah.
Oh wow, his mic is breaking up real bad. I can't hear him at all.
I'm working on something. Hello? Yeah, I'm working on something of my own.
Oh, that's nice. So what are you working on?
Hello?
Yeah. Nah. Wow.
Landing that moon module apparently.
Just
That's right. I'll leave you alone, dude. You keep drawing. You keep drawing. If you can hear me. Eric says, "Who is winning tonight?" I am, Eric. I am. Yes.
I
All
think
right.
Gary Busey's gonna win.
I think Gary Busey should always win at all
Gary
times,
Busey.
especially when drugs are involved. I actually never watched The Apprentice, Trump's Apprentice, but I did see some clips, and they were always Gary Busey yelling at somebody. Who the hell was he yelling at?
Probably the mirror.
Oh, man.
I think that's his normal volume.
Is it? But no, I think it was like
Yeah.
meat. It was like meatloaf or something.
No, Meatloaf went completely ape shit on Gary Busey and accused him of stealing his paints and everything. And then one of the other guys, it's like that country singer, I forget his name. He found Meatloaf's bag with the pants that he bought. And he's like, "Oh, hey man, I found your pants. Gary didn't steal anything." And then Gary was like, "See, man, I told you." And Meatloaf just went ape shit on him again. He's like, "I don't fucking care. Get out of my face." And I was like, "Holy crap, Meatloaf is a piece of work."
Well, I mean,
I felt bad for Gary.
did you? Because I didn't watch the show, I just saw some
Yeah.
clips. But because Meatloaf and Gary both have clearly have extreme drug problems, right?
Well, Gary fell off a motorcycle and
Yeah,
busted his head.
He was one of those guys who was going against the law for motorcyclists to wear helmets, and then he cracked his skull open and lost his damn mind.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. As it
Did
should
you
be.
ever watch that? It was on Comedy Central way back when they were first starting out. It was called "I'm with UC."
No, I
And it's
don't see much Western stuff, dude. Living over here, I'm kind of been cut out from it.
You gotta watch it because it's basically like if Nasser hung out with Gary Busey,
Nasser?
and it is so damn strange. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, dude. Poor Nasser. He gets thrown on the bus. You guys know that Nasser is actually on the YouTube algorithm. Him just anytime he speaks in any of the YouTube chats, he's automatically blocked. He's literally got himself in the algorithm. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Blame the Google guys then.
Well, I mean, clearly YouTube has done it, but I just like what did he do that he actually got put in the
Probably from being blocked so much in his circle that they just automatically block him when he does anything else.
You think it's just simply the algorithm picks up a number of times blocked and it just puts you in a list? Maybe.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But it's it's sad, really, because I like Nasser. People give him a lot of crap, but I don't know why. Nasser's a nice fella. He's a hard worker.
He's my buddy.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is, but whatever. Pixel Trader, the boss is in here. Everyone straighten up, straighten the ties, make sure you can put your pants on. Keenma, damn. He says, "Oh, damn, that's cool. It is cool, dude." Alan always produces, man. Pixel, you should jump in here. I haven't had a booster all show, man.
Hold on, helmet.
Say it again, Alan.
Yeah, hold on, helmet.
Sound German. Are you changing races on me here?
Pixel should jump on if he.
No, you're right. It's from Spaceballs when they salute Lord Helmet.
All right, cool. Yeah, Pixel, you should
the
jump
guy
in
all
here,
weird. He's like, "Where the fuck?"
Yeah, that was a pretty funny movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Anything by Mel Brooks.
Yeah, I was gonna say anything.
Complete gold.
I was actually watching like kind of it wasn't a marathon, but it was like a mini marathon on YouTube with my wife because I saw in my my recommended they had the Hollywood Squares, and I was like, oh wow, I haven't seen that since I was a kid. So I put it on, and my wife and I watched it a little bit of it, and it had the what was the guy who was always center square, real funny gay guy.
Dom DeLuise.
Oh,
No.
Paul Lynde.
Paul Lynde, yeah,
Oh,
Paul
Lynde.
Lynde, yeah, Paul Lynde, and Paul Lynde's
the
funny.
greatest Halloween special in the world.
He is funny, dude. But one of the episodes we watched was had Mel Brooks in there, and Mel Brooks is hilarious, dude. He was really funny. I had forgotten how funny he is in person. And so much he kept talking so much though that the host, I think his name's Pete or something, he had to kind of shut him up a couple times. And I was like, damn, he shut down Mel Brooks. And this was like the late 70s, I think it was. But that was neat, though. It was a nice bit of nostalgia. My wife thought it was interesting, too, seeing how young everyone was. Michael Landon was on an episode, and she loves Michael Landon. So Eric says, all gay guys are funny, lol. Well, they can be. They can be.
Most Jewish guys are, too. I mean, just look at Mel Brooks and Ben Stiller.
Are you saying all Jews are gay? Okay. I'll write that down.
No, they're funny.
Yeah, they are. Well, you
They
know,
could be gay, though. We don't know. They
well,
keep secrets.
they could be. But you know, the
Yeah,
interesting.
Zoidberg does sound like Jewish.
Thank you very much,
What?
JD. Thank you. But Actually, the interesting thing about the Hebrew language itself is it is comedic in its foundation. The actual language is funny. I don't know of any other language that's like that. Actually, maybe that
Oh,
lends to it. Yeah.
That's one thing I think is wrong with a lot of comedies that are coming out these days is there's not enough Jew involvement.
Or they're
Because
just
like
not funny. Yeah.
Mel
Yeah.
Brooks and those guys just hit it
Tell me
out of
about
the
it.
park so well.
Yeah.
When was the last good comedy that came out? Jack and Jill? Maybe. Yeah, maybe it was Jack and Jill.
Probably was.
JD, that was
who
a
knows?
joke. Don't fall into the trap, JD.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But I'm just saying, there is not much comedy anymore.
I can't
There's
think of the
not.
I can't think of the last thing that was funny. Any suggestions?
No.
Nothing.
I like Zoolander too, but I don't know. A lot of people didn't.
Well, that's
It was
that's
just a
certainly
weird
an acquired
experience.
taste. Yeah.
Because it had been so long, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, one of
I
the
guess Pixel's not going to come on.
well, he might be busy doing something. He usually is pretty busy, and he's a shy boy. He is a very shy boy. Which I don't know why,
I was
because
going to say he might be busy. He's actually doing a trading card for anybody who backs Otis Stein physical tier and up.
oh, that's
which
cool.
is actually really cool, nice of him.
It is nice. Yeah. Well, Pixel's a real nice fella. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always liked Pixel.
Yeah. Someone's got to be.
So, thank you, JD. So I was thinking of, sitting here trying to think of comedies recently that were any good, and damn, I'm baffled, dude. But there's been a lot of crap movies, video games too. There's been a lot of real crap coming out from the mainstream people. You kind of got to go indie for everything today, don't you?
Tell me about it.
Pretty much. Everything has been just infiltrated by identity politics and all that shenanigans. Like,
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but Borderlands 3, even though the gameplay is really solid, the story is just complete trash.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed by that game. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of disappointments in the video games for sure.
Tell me about it. So, which video game are you guys talking about? The
Borderlands
Avengers game?
3.
That sucks.
Borderlands 3. Yeah.
Oh, the third one. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Avengers does suck a little bit.
No, the Avengers game is a real, debacle. Unfortunately, it's mega buggy. A lot of these companies putting out just these unfinished buggy games, dude. They don't care. This is from
Yeah,
Crystal
that's true.
Dynamics too, but yet it's still buggy as hell. People say seem to be enjoying this story. There's a lot of people who don't know Kamala Khan. They're just, they're not comic book people, so they're very unbiased, and they're saying the story. She's the best part of the game. So,
Oh, they made her too old.
well, they made her ugly.
Why she looks like Joey Ramone.
Well, she looks like a 40-year-old woman. She doesn't look like a teenager.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it's
Actually,
like that
ironically, her characterization's a lot better than in the comic books. I'm just saying.
I don't understand it because I've seen what would it be, like Indian women or whatever, and they're really hot for the most part. But Kamala Khan looks like Joey Ramone.
Yeah, no, she's very
Well,
ugly.
it's not sex.
But they've been doing that
Tell me about it.
intentionally, though. They've been making women ugly in the games, and they've been choosing uglier women for
Comics.
movies too, because the male gaze is what it is. And sir, I have to disagree. Most Indian women are about as pretty as a butt. So yeah, no, they're
Indian dot or Indian feather?
the dot. Yeah,
Oh,
not
okay.
pretty women. Not pretty women. They're kind of. They're kind of like the Polish of Asia, dude. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. No.
Polish?
No. Of course they have some pretty women. Every culture does. But no. Yeah. And I apologize to all the Indian women, listening. I'm sure your men love you, but no. Skinny's
I
wrong.
once
You're
dated
thinking
a
of
woman
Indian
from
men.
Nepal, and she was drop dead gorgeous, except she had a hairy back.
Yeah. There's a problem, Skinny. That's a problem.
Could you braid it?
Yeah. I probably
Oh,
could.
nasty.
I didn't stick with her because, like, after like the third date, like she was like hard set on us getting married, and I just looked at her one day. I was like, "Are you trying to get that citizenship? Because if that's the deal, like, I'll marry you in a heartbeat. Like, you work a job, you're a taxpayer. Let's make this happen."
Oh my
She's
God,
she's
Skinny.
like, no. We just need to get married. And I was like, oh well, I'm not into that right now.
You got to pay up if you want to marry.
Seem a little crazy.
Got to watch them foreign women's there, Skinny. Got to watch them.
I love them foreign women's.
Ooh,
I hope
no.
my wife's not watching.
I
Stay
married
away
one.
from
Yeah. How you doing, Eric? How's it going, dude?
Yeah, it's going great. I was on another show earlier, so I couldn't make it over, but I'm here now.
That's all right. We're going a
There
little.
are no other shows.
We got
Such
about
BS.
18 minutes, by the way, guys. I'm running a little bit late today, so it's my fault. But Zach here says the last Dave Chappelle special was the most funny, recent funny thing I think I can that I can think of. Yeah, that's true. That wasn't bad. Hey, Pixel came on. Hey,
The
Pixel. He's not going to talk to us though. He's just going to be here. All right.
He just
He's going to give us the stink eye.
Oh, that loser.
I'm just gonna sit here and stare.
All right, there you go. That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, that's
cool.
true. That is true, Zach. Kamala Khan is better written in the game than she's ever been in the comic books. Yeah, they made her
what I
endearing and
said.
people like her. Yeah.
That's what usually happens.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I said.
Yeah, well, I know.
Yeah,
JD.
because
Thank
games
you,
and
JD.
movies are made for the crowd,
That's right. Well,
so they have to be better written.
well, you know, Elrados, when she first came out, when that book first came out, it was really good. It was excellent, actually. I was like, oh, here we go, a new character, a nice one, a fun one. And then they Sana Amana polluted her for some reason. But she started out great,
You
dude.
know, there was a
I
Muslim
blame the
character.
SJWs.
Yes.
There's a Muslim character that was actually written like exceptionally well, but everybody ignored him, and that's Simon Baz from the Green Lantern Corps. What the hell?
Well, they've had several. I mean, Ethan had created a Muslim character for Marvel. What was her name?
I think it was,
He claims to have created a lot of characters.
Well, he drew it.
Well, he drew it. He drew it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I
She was
know,
under Burkham. She was an X-Men
Dust,
mutant.
Dust. Yeah. You guys are talking about Dust.
Dust. Yeah, Dust. That's the one. But I mean, there's been
Dust,
plenty
because
of.
the Middle East is dusty.
Yeah, that's right.
Dusty Rhodes.
Hey, we got Brad from Pencil for Life. How you doing, brother? But no, there's been plenty of Muslim characters over the years, but I guess until Kamala Khan came, they weren't real. They were fake Muslims.
No.
So
They didn't exist.
that's right, the fake Muslims.
That's just the Mandela effect at work.
Yeah, Brad Ashworth has come in here, and he's saying, "Sup,
Oh.
peeps." Haven't seen Brad in a long time. One of my favorite
The
people.
Land version it never existed.
Yeah, seemingly, JD. Seemingly, we need to get Brad back up in here one day to draw along with us, man. I mean, he's a really good artist. Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Brad's awesome.
Uh,
He's a hell of a lot better than that Eric Hawkins guy.
yeah.
I beg to differ.
Did we ever do a handyman night? I don't recall.
Yeah, we did. Sure, we did. Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
I couldn't
We tried to
What?
help out the
With the
project.
handyman? Oh my god, that's like my favorite character from In Living Color.
Oh no, but no, we did, and
Man.
I had him on the show. We did a lot of stuff to push, and I don't know exactly what happened with that project. Someone said something had weird going on with that. Brad will have to tell me one day, I guess. But yeah, no, we definitely did Handyman. Absolutely, dude.
Oh, it's actually gone pretty well. He started redrawing a lot of it. He's been posting pictures of his work lately.
Yeah, quite a bit.
No one's made a big deal about Damon Wayans making a
It looks-
comic, but they talk about Keanu. No justice.
No justice. No, we did not have a Handyman night. Dude, I know I had you on talking about that many times, dude, but we didn't do an actual drawn and quartered. Well, shit, we should do one then. I think we did. Are you sure, Brad? My brain is telling me different.
I think he drew
Mandela.
him. And
And even I had a handyman.
Mandela effect has been activated.
JD,
yeah,
Pixel, the boss is talking. Shut up, JD.
I said he drew handyman taking somebody out once, but I don't think we actually had a handyman night specifically.
Well,
Oh, that was probably before we switched over to doing some indie books for people.
It might have been, yeah. Well, Brad, come
Yeah, it was
on in.
pretty
We'll
early
do a
on.
handyman night, dude. Why not?
I think we're relaunching a campaign pretty soon too, so we might as well just get it coordinated. I wanted to pop into. I don't know if Skinny covered it. I think he asked the question in Twitter, but I had brought up the whole thing about the trading card. Did that get squared away?
Yeah, he did mention it, but go
No,
ahead and
I
talk
didn't
about
look
it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what you guys covered because I'm actually on a spinning bike right now, so I'm not able to breathe really well. We've got. I went ahead and I talked to him about the promotion and stuff. I thought it was kind of cool to do the whole art contest thing. And so what I wanted to do was offer to do a trading card that along with this campaign, which would be sponsored by IndieCron and Fanspeak. And I'll be covering IndieCron will be covering the cost for it. So the winner of the art contest winds up in the book, but we'll also have a card created out of the artwork.
Oh,
That's
sweet.
cool. That is cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
neat.
good.
Yeah. See, I
And
so
so-
rarely get to talk to you, Pixel. I don't know what you're up to and doing, dude.
Man, I mean, well, like I said, I'm on my bike right now trying to work out. The kids keeping me busy. Just work, kids, sleep, and repeat.
Oh yeah, no,
Pretty much
kids are like that, especially when they're babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the real
Yeah,
work
well,
is
it's
coming.
20
when
more
they-
years of that.
Yeah, it's only 20 more years. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I know. And, my other one graduated high school and turned 18 this year. So basically smashed that reset button and here we go. So another 20 years.
Yeah, that just keep in mind that's your fault. That's your fault. You did that.
You're a brave man.
Yes.
I blame my wife.
Yeah, blame
It's all
your
on her.
wife. That's true. Always blame the woman. Isn't that right, Kima?
Sure.
Well, if you ever take notice, the women's restroom is always on the left because the men are always right.
Oh,
Catherine can.
I like it. I like it. Let me write that down. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately,
That is
all of them are gender neutral now.
Oh, is it? Yeah, right,
I
right.
think- wait. Actually, the Walmart in my town has a men's room in the left at the very back.
Well, that's because they're always wrong in Montana, JD.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I keep
something
I
that's
forget.
on.
Yeah.
See, they're wrong wherever you're too.
That's right. It works every time, Eric. Every time. That's funny. But actually, I'm very happy because my kids are both out of the house. My daughter is out of college working, and my son is actually entering his master's program. He passed his test. Claps for my son. Everybody claps. Yeah. 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 No, that's cool, dude. Because of course, that means I'm paying more money for more years, but that's all right. Because I don't know, we don't do like that in the West. The way we do masters and doctorate in the West, but over here, each step you have to take a test, and they're pretty vicious, right? So he passed his test. He's going on to his master's program. It's awesome. Awesome. But my point is, they're out my damn house. That's the point.
It's a hard thing to accomplish right there.
Dude, I'm free. I am free, baby.
More bandwidth for you.
Right? Right. More bandwidth me. Oh, I got my wife back. The house is open now. It's kind of cool.
Let the swinger parties commence.
Oh, I don't want to do none of that, but
Bone day.
exactly, dude. Obone over here. I wonder if Junkyard Dun could back me up on this. I don't know how it is in Tokyo, but the Obone is a weird thing because traditionally in Japan, it's a time where swingering or free open sex is allowed. So the women, of course, are in charge of it, but if they want to have sex with a different person, they can. And what they'll do is they'll just literally come and lay down in your bed. It's weird, dude. It's very weird.
Man, I'd be so
Weird.
confused.
Weird as
What the
ass.
hell are you doing? You're wrinkling my sheets. Get the hell out of here.
Oh.
It is an old-fashioned thing, and I don't think all Japan does it anymore. But I live way out in the countryside in a little fishing village, so yeah, I've had to kick a couple women out my house. So
Well, you got little old ladies that
So,
come
like,
in,
do
just
the-
pull down your
do you
pants and
find,
scratch
like-
your ass.
She didn't
Mhm.
scratch it. She looked at it, Eric. She was being good neighbors, neighborly.
Just a little diddle.
Yeah, a little bit.
So have you ever,
Yeah,
ever
a
ran
little
like
creamy cream up there.
The old ladies
the
are a
bum
different
bum.
Joe
conversation.
Biden, you.
Dude, that happened on this show live, dude.
Come on,
That
Chester,
was-
just let me
Tell me
sniff
about
your hair. Come on, buddy.
So
Come on, man.
you ever walk in your room
I
and
was
you have,
here.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Skinny. Go
like, some
ahead.
like just? Did you ever like walk in your room and you have like some just random Japanese dude just like doing like the trucker mud flap pose on your bed? And he's like, "Hey."
No, never had that problem. But no one locks their doors here, and I get little old ladies. It's interesting. The little old ladies will come in and they'll drop off like a bag of oranges or a bag of or something like that. They just come on in and whatever. They don't care. The old dudes are different though. They'll actually ring the bell. They'll knock the door. But the old ladies, they just come in. They don't give a shit. So. It's all right. It's cool. It's all cool. But that thing that they're talking about, the butt thing, was real. It happened, Skinny.
What, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, dude.
It was real recent.
Yeah, it was because I went to get. I always get my coffee around the same time. Let Booster take over. And she came in, and I was just scratching my ass, as you do, right? But she was worried about me, so she literally just pulled down my shorts to take a look and see if I had a rash or something. I was like, damn, dude.
Mhm.
And you can't get mad about it. You can't, right?
Dear Penthouse.
Well, you can't get mad.
No, you
But
can't.
you can passive
Hey, wait,
aggressively.
hey
let
guys,
them
when we're supposed to do the draw along?
Well, we of course we're doing the draw along here today. I've mentioned it several times. I'll mention it again, though. JD, thank you very much. We do hope you guys are drawing along with Otis Stein, where of course is a redneck Frankenstein project here. So definitely go over to Twitter at #DNQFE. Once again, #DNQFE, and drop your draw along in there, and we will take a look at the end of the show if Chester can find it. Because Booster's not here, but I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Oh, you can find it.
Yeah.
I know Adrian posted one on Twitter already, and it looked awesome.
Oh, it is awesome. It's a lot of fun, dude. We really enjoy the draw along. It's a good time. Of course, we got about 6 minutes here before we are going to end. I am about 20 minutes behind, guys. I do apologize, but I am having a little bit of trouble. I'll mention it again for those who've come in, but we had a typhoon come through on the weekend, and it literally blew the walls off of my school. Literally.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it obliterated my office. So I'm having to relocate my school. I have an Eikaiwa here in Japan, which I've been doing all week, but I was very busy this morning, and I tried to run back as quick as I could. But I was talking to an old lady again, who was very long-winded. So I was a little bit late. I do apologize for that. But yeah, no, it was surprising because nothing else in town was damaged significantly, just my building. Now, of course, my building was built in the 50s, so that might have something to do with it. But yeah, it was so bad. My wife was literally shaking, and they had a video and pictures of the building on national Japanese news.
Oh wow.
And it was in the newspapers too. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time to start a GoFundMe.
No, I don't do stuff like
Get
that.
that Indiegogo going. Get those
I
$50
bet the
buddy.
insurance money's going to pay for it.
Well, I don't own the building, JD. So
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's saying a fact. I don't know.
Yeah. Comic Book Bob says, Chester, you know you blasted those walls off with your kimchi farts. Kimchi is good. Kimchi is good.
Japanese walls weren't built to withstand American farts.
They
man.
weren't. Yeah, clearly not. But it was a weird thing. But in a way, it's a blessing in disguise, though, because that is a real old building, and I've been thinking about moving for a while, but I just don't want to change, and laziness and stuff like that. So it's forced me, and I found a way better place. It's much more modern, much better looking. It's a good thing. It also kind of pushes me because I've been doing so many other things that I've just been kind of doing the day to day. So I'm going to, buy new stuff, new tables. I'm going to redecorate. I'm going to do so. It's almost like a fresh start, and it's good to have that every now and then because it gets you motivated again. So it's going to be a good thing in the end. But I'm busy, is my point. So, whatever.
Every time you talk about Japan, I think of Karate Kid too.
Why?
That's when he went to Japan.
Is it?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
did they have
yeah.
building typhoons taking out buildings?
There was
Yeah.
a big storm that came through, and Mr. Miyagi had to go rescue Mr.
Yeah.
Sako.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Then they played The Glory of Love.
Oh,
He actually had to chop that tree in half, right?
Yeah.
he karate chopped the tree in
That's
half?
fair.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Miyagi, you ever cut a tree in half? Never been attacked by a tree.
Okay. I guess I'm happy for you, Eric, that I bring back nostalgic memories.
Well,
But
I think of you as the Karate Kid, the American over there in Okinawa.
oh, I see. Well, I'm
And
not
I'm
in
sorry,
Okinawa.
but I still call shenanigans on that movie because Cho Zen would have kicked Daniel's ass any day of the week.
Oh yeah, sure.
No, he had the drum. He had the
Oh,
drums.
the magic drums. That's right. All right, sorcery, still cheating.
Wow. Maybe I should go watch this movie. I only saw the first one.
Oh yeah, I think the second one's better.
Oh, the second one's great.
The Nintendo game was terrible.
Of course it was. I mean, what was that? 80s, right? No, I'll have to go watch it. I haven't. I know I saw some within the past decade or so. They came out with a remake with Jackie Chan and that Will Smith's horribly acting child there. Was that any good?
Never happened.
Never happened?
Yeah, the Karate Kid where they're teaching him kung fu.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Yeah. But I mean, we heard so much bad press about it, we didn't watch it, but it's weird because it's got Jackie Chan in it. Come on, dude. It's really sucked that bad?
They
Yeah.
should have just called it the Kung Fu Kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or wushu.
I know
Yeah.
kung fu.
Do you?
Yeah,
I know
legit.
karate. I took karate. Zach says, speaking of Karate Kid, has anyone else watched the Cobra Kai? So great. My wife and I started watching it.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah,
Really good. I watched the first 3 episodes so far. I really like it.
yeah, it's on Netflix. So
Ironically, I pretty much just subscribed from Netflix again, temporarily. But yeah,
yeah, a lot of people
Are
are.
they
'cause
not offering it in Waco, Texas now?
well, no, it's
What?
it's the cuties thing is really backfiring on
Oh,
Netflix hard.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
just
but
showed that
they've
to my
been-
wife tonight.
yeah.
So
You won't
it's
believe
actually-
it.
like how many years you people to
When I
figure this
told when
out?
I was just desubscribing, I was going to say, here's what I said: you guys support pedos. That's the reason why I desubscribed.
And they said, yes, we've been doing it for about 5 years now.
They have been.
Glad you
It's not-
finally
yeah,
noticed.
it's the
Okay,
only
that-
one. It's not
okay.
the only one. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right,
if you go
Eldorado.
to their documentary section, there's like 20 or 30 documentaries about like why it should be legal.
Oh man, I didn't know that. I didn't even.
That's
look
why.
at
That's why
box.
I got rid of Netflix.
I always
like,
watch the
3 or 4
anime
years
and
ago.
the cartoons and stuff. That's all.
Well, the interesting thing, Eldorado, is when it first came out, I heard about it. I was like, okay, that's not great, but it seemed like a little bit of a political overreaction. Now that the details of the show have come out, damn, dude. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
That's bad stuff, man. It's not what I thought. I thought, like at first, I thought it was just a little political gameplay, but it's not. That is a straight up inappropriate a movie or show, whatever it is.
Yeah. At first, I thought it was shenanigans, but then I saw a couple of clips, and I was like,
Yeah, a show about
watch
exploiting
this.
kids that exploits kids.
Yeah, it's really
And then,
weird.
then the director said, she's like, I wanted to shine light on the exploiting of children. I'm like, so you do that by exploiting children?
Well, from what I understand, they actually have a naked scene with a little girl, and it's
Yeah.
like, really? I mean, come
Oh,
on
it
now.
goes further than that, man.
WTF?
Yes, dude. Yeah,
I've
it's
seen
way,
shit that I've never wanted to see.
and it's a sexualized scene. I mean, there are certain situations in documentaries and stuff where that would be fine, but not in a sexualized situation. It's really screwed up, dude. But anyway, that's more of a TFT conversation because we've come to the end. 2 hours are in, so we're going to call it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop everything you're doing. No more art. No more drawing. No more erasing. We're done. All right. So what I'm going to do here, Skinny, is we're going to go through and we're going to look at all the art, and then I'm going to put up the straw poll, and then we'll take a look at the draw along. Okay. So first up, Skinny, we're looking at the Howl Comics here with his absolutely epic piece. Give us your final thoughts on it.
Evil Dead. Oh, that's a huge compliment, man. Oh.
It is
And I
beautiful.
love the Franken ale. And I loved how you spelled ale in Frankenstein's face on the can.
Yeah, yeah, it's very cool, dude. It's very much in Alan style too. Beautiful, beautiful. And you went gray instead of green. That's interesting.
I love the background.
I had the same similar thing, actually.
Yeah, Otis Stein. Very, very nice, dude. Now, of course, it's up to these guys here, Skinny, but if you can get a hold of these guys' art and like throw it in the back of your book for like fan art type of stuff, you should do that because this is really cool stuff, man. Very nice, very nice. Let's move on here. Thank you very much, Alan. We have, ooh, that's a Pixel Trader. He's being quiet again. We have Keenma. Hi, Keenma. How you doing?
Very, very tired.
Very tired. Well, you did a beautiful piece today, I have to say. And I love the fact that you added the magic book on the side. That I didn't expect that. That is really cool. What do you think about this, Skinny?
Oh, man. I really enjoy it. I love the pose, and the levitating Book of the Dead just sold it for me.
Yeah, it is neat. It's a beautiful piece. Akima always kills it, though. But it is really beautiful. Very, very nice. All right, let's keep moving down. No, we have a JD here, and his he didn't fix the Daisy Dukes. Damn it, JD. Anyway.
Well, I made up for it for drawing a cool fight sequence.
That's true. You did. You did.
Yeah.
Okay, Skinny, your final thoughts on JD tonight, and just keep in mind he is from West Colorado, so be
North
culturally appropriate. Yeah, yeah.
I got to throw out some prejudice now.
How do you think about drawings?
So what do you think?
Oh,
dude?
man.
You like
Well,
this
I
one?
really like the first one, but that second one with the action sequence of Otis getting the shit punched out of him, I love it, especially with the eyeball just like hanging out there.
Hey, it was already in this one too. You can see.
Oh yeah,
Here's the
it's
eyeball.
hanging out there too. Yeah, JD's prejudiced against eyeballs.
Yeah.
There it is. It's perfect. All right, let's move down here. We got JJ. Now JJ's first time with us here. We guys see him on the draw along quite a bit. We're happy he came in. He's having some mic troubles though, so I don't know if he's going to be able to respond to us. You got the mic fixed yet? No, I guess not. But that's all right. We're really happy to have JJ in here with us. We've always admired his art on the draw along. This is his first time doing a live stream, so I hope he comes back and does more.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you now. There you go. Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. Skinny, what do you think, dude?
I really enjoyed this piece because I could tell right from the get-go he took a lot of influence from the Red Wind.
And Otis looks
really
very
enjoyed it. And I want to see that second piece finished. I do.
Yeah. No, I do. And I wish we could talk to him because
hiding in the bushes,
hiding
watching you until you finish it.
There you go. Because I'd love. We can't really talk to him, but I'd love to know what the his whole inspiration with the art, the heart in the hand is. Kind of curious what that is. But anyway, thank you very much, JJ. And come back, dude. You're always welcome to come on and draw with us. Great looking stuff. And last but certainly not least, we have Mr. El Rodimus Flash. He's done what three pieces at least today.
Yeah, I did 3.
He did 3. So
did a quick scribble of Blackenstein versus Odenstein.
Oh, there you go.
We've got Otis going nuclear.
Nice.
Now we've got our classic Burning Rights and Swamp Love.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very, very nice stuff. What do you think about these,
Skinny? Daisy Dukes.
That's how you do Daisy Dukes. That's right. Yeah. What do you think about these, Skinny?
They all look great, but I absolutely adore the homage to kind of the 1950s B-movie kind of thing with the Swamp Love.
Yeah, it is
Like
nice, dude.
especially even with the hairstyle of Mary, reminds me of like pinups of like Betty Page.
Yeah, no,
It's
that's
just
definitely
excellent.
true. It is excellent. It's a beautiful piece, as usual, from Rodimus. And I know you're a Southern man, so I'll help you out. It is homage. We do not pronounce the H. Just try to help you out
It's
there.
homage.
Oh my.
Homage.
It's
We pronounce
homage.
Like
H
Hormel.
down here.
We don't call it
Homage.
Hormel
Homage.
sausage. We call it Hormel.
It's homage. Anyway,
We don't
all
call
right,
them
let me go through them real quick again. Someone
Fours,
dropped
we call them
out.
Ford.
Hopefully they'll come back. But we've got Howl Comics here with great Otis Stein. We have Keenma with her cool. Now she's working on her comic now. We got JD and his 2 pieces, and we got Rodimus and his many pieces. So let me go ahead and put that straw poll up, and then we will take a look at the draw along. So let me see if I can do this without screwing it up particularly bad. I gotta do that, do that, do that, and then come over here and do that. So I put it in. Tell me if it works.
Yeah, there it is.
Is it
There
working?
it is.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Let's see if it works. It is working, yes.
All
Good
right,
job.
cool.
We're
Thank
proud of
you. I thank you. I didn't screw it
We
up.
don't need booster no more.
No, we don't. No need for the booster. All right. So let me get my vote in there, and we'll come back and take a look at that later. All right, let me go over to. It's on Twitter, right? So I got to go to Twitter, and then I put in the search. I guess I put in hashtag DNQFE, right? So let's see, hashtag DNQFE, and I hit the enter buttons. There it is, and then I go to the. Why is this over here? I don't want that over here. Okay.
Latest.
I go to the latest. Maybe I do like this button. Perfect. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh wow, we got quite a few entrances here today. Nice. All right, nice. All right, so let me bring this over, and we will take a look at the draw along stuff. And let me come back over this side. Oh, good. It's showing. Perfect. Perfect. And then I should... and I'm... Okay, perfect. Now, let's take a look here. Now, I'm not sharing... I should share with you guys, though. So let me do that. Let me share my screen out. Usually, Booster takes care of this. I do apologize, but there we go. All right, now you guys just white box me, and you can check out what we're looking at here. Perfect. All right. No, that's the page. I'll come back to that. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. So let's see here. We got Eric was doing some Otis Stein stuff offline. That's nice, dude. Let me click on it here. He's climbing up a mountain. He's going to commit suicide. Is that what's happening?
Exactly. He's
Perfect.
going to jump right off.
That's exactly how Otis would do it too.
Suicide himself. Now, Otis. What does Otis think about being raised from the dead? Just curious.
He really doesn't think too much about it.
So he's just
it's one of the character flaws that I actually wrote for him is when he comes back, he's kind of like a toddler. He has problems with communication. He really doesn't know what's going on. He's
Like a zombie?
So he's a
lost.
brainless zombie. Oh, he's okay. Okay. Oh, makes sense.
He's
Oh,
not
well.
exactly brainless. He has extreme difficulty with certain things that we're, well equipped to deal with. That's why I say he's like a toddler.
I see.
He's not just a mind zombie.
Does Mary regret her decision?
Oh yeah.
Does everything physically still work for Otis?
Oh.
Yes, his penis still works, Eric.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Perfect.
you can have fun
Thank
with
you.
Great.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That's what I needed. Eric did another one too. He did a little bit of a portrait here. That's kind of cool. That's like that's more of a cooter though. That's not an Otis. That's a cooter.
Yeah, I was playing around.
Yeah.
I still like that one.
It is cool, dude.
Especially the cigarette.
Mm. You got the red hat.
Can't
There's
die
no.
of cancer if you're already dead.
That's true. You should have put a MAGA on there though. That would have been better.
What a damn.
Yeah,
Why
missed an
didn't you put
opportunity.
that on there?
Missed an opportunity. But it looks really good, Eric. Thanks for doing draw along, dude. Let's keep moving up here. We have Junkyard Dunn did one for us too, and it's unfinished, but he working on it, and she was pulling up her corset. adjusting them boobies, which is important. It's important.
Yeah.
There's Otis at the bottom.
Lift and
Yep.
separate.
Oh, maybe she's doing a magical spell. I see. I get it. Rodimus is having his fun. Thank you very much, Junkyard Done. Very nice. Otis Stein with the Ultimate Edition crew. Book is live on Indiegogo, so back it now. Back it there. Well, thank you very much. Good job, Junkyard Done. Moving up here, we have we have more pieces dropping in. Nice. We have Adrian here. Did one with us, and he's got himself Otis, and he's taking care of the zombie cow, and he's got a zombie kiwi as well, which is it's, as you should. As you should. I don't know which I like better though, the zombie cow or the zombie kiwi.
I really like that cow.
That cow is good. Yeah.
I like the cow too. It has this days look like Otis just had to knock the crap out of him.
Right. And the kiwi looks dazed and confused. So normal. Perfect. All right. Very nice. Well, thank you very much, Adrian. Here's my Otis Stein for Drone Recorder Ultimate Edition. Well, thank you, dude. Very, very nice. Good looking stuff. Let's come up here. We got Seven. Seven did one for us. Last minute Otis Stein sketch. GP up in the hat there. What does that stand for, I wonder?
Oh, that's got to be Gravestone Press. But I always enjoy the sketches that I see from Seven. And this one's my favorite. And
it's cool.
Obviously, that's biased.
Of course. But it does look neat, though. Very, very nice. He got the overhauls and all of it, too. It's kind of perfect.
He does it on napkins. That's just insane.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It is pretty cool. Well, thank you very much, Seven. Very nice. And I know I saw another one. I got to do like this.
Blue Moon did one.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Blue Moon did one.
Did I miss it? Oh, here it is.
There
I did
it is.
miss it. El Guapo is doing some penciling there. Here it is. Okay, let's take a look at Blue Moon. The fuck you do with my shine, woman? Oh, Jesus. Blue Moon. We got to get Blue Moon up here to draw with us. Love to have a chat with him, yeah. He's got a great cartoony style. It's beautiful. What do you think of this one, Skinny?
It reminds me of, I hate to say it because the guy's got a terrible reputation, but the John K.
Ren Stimpy guy.
Oh, yeah.
What was the old guy's name?
Now, I know what you're talking about, though. Why does he have a bad name for himself? I didn't hear anything about this Ren Snippy guy.
Oh, he's a groomer.
Oh, well, they seems to be a lot of them these days. No problem, JJ. Don't worry about it at all, dude. See if you can't work on your mic a little bit, but definitely come back, man. We're happy to have you in here with us today, man. It's too bad his mic's having trouble. But all right, that's our offer for today. I'll refresh one more time just to make sure. But thank you all for drawing along. We definitely appreciate it. It's one of the fun things we do at on the show every week. So let me come back over here and go back to the artists. And here we go. Let me stop doing that so we can look at it full page. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me look at the art one more time. And I'm going to go over and look at the straw poll. So we got the Hollow Comics here with his great Otis Stein.
Wow.
We have, yeah, it's very nice, dude. We have Keenma and her Mary doing her magical spells, which is very nice. We got JD with an action scene from a completely unrelated character. Perfect. We have JJ here in his monster homage to Otis Stein. Very nice. And of course, we have Rodimus and his amazing multitude of pieces. Why is there a rabbit?
Undead.
It's a one doomed rabbit.
It's a doomed rabbit. Well, one doomed rabbit is out surfing and on vacation, so we probably we'll see him next week. Maybe.
No, that's not what I said.
All right,
said
to that poor rabbit
versus
got
dead.
eaten by a shark.
Yeah.
Tech versus the dead.
Thank you. All right, cool. So let me go over here and vote myself and see how it worked out. So let me see here. Let me refresh and click on this. Let's do that one. Okay. And all right, cool. All right, so all right, we don't have a lot of votes in here today. How many people got watching now? Not many. That's my fault though, because I was late. So people were like probably figuring it canceled or something. I do apologize for that,
dare you.
guys. Well, it is what it is, man. I really tried to get back on time, but I couldn't. Anyway, we're here. We did it. We had fun for sure. Looking at a cool project. Let me take a look at what happened here in the votes, though. We got JJ. He's got himself a vote here. He's down on the bottom though, but that's okay. Next time he's going to come back, and he's going to. We're going to talk to him some more, and we're going to see more of his art. So thank you very much, JJ. Claps for JJ. Very nice.
Yeah, come back, JJ. It was great stuff, man.
Yes, he's in
Glad to
third
see him
place
on.
though. Technically third place, because we have a three-way. Oh, he just got another vote. Sweet. So he's now in second place. We have a three-way tie. Of course, we also have Keenma, JD, and Elrodimus with their great pieces, wonderful art. Thank you guys very much. So clap for everybody. Clap for everybody. Very nice. Very nice. But the winner is very clear. Gold medal, first place, going over to the Pro Edition. No, the Howl Comics. Yeah, I get it though. That's a really cool piece he did today. So congratulations, Alan. Really nice job, and claps for our champion. Claps. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, thank you. And Alan, make sure you send that over to my Twitter so I can get that to Mike and get you on the show next week with him. Is he doing Tuesdays or Wednesdays now, Keenma?
He's back on
Wednesday.
He's doing Wednesdays. Okay. More votes coming in, and more votes for Alan. Sweet. All right, but that's done now. So let me come over here and have our closing statements. Now, the way we do things here, Skinny, is I'm going to have everybody say where they can be found or projects they're working on. Give them a moment to plug themselves a little bit. You're going to be last, so you can give your little elevator pitch at the end for your book, but also you need to say something inspiring so that we can namaste. So we're going to say namaste because you're going to say this most amazing, inspiring thing that's going to change people's lives. Okay? So you work on that. All right? I'll get back to you in a minute. All right, so we're going to start with Elrod. Elrod, tell them what's going on. Are you working on a project yet? You should be doing a project, you know.
I got a couple things on the burner. Just COVID kind of put a lot of stuff on the back burner.
Tell me about it.
It did, and
I am.
It made it difficult to make some money as well. It's hurt, but next year will be better. And does that Kiwi have a bikini on? He does.
Please be better.
Well, yeah, because it's modest when it's at the beach. When it says it's working. Yeah, right.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, perfect. He's hanging out with his British buddy. Two Brits hanging out at the beach.
Brits.
Perfect.
On the beach.
Cool.
But
Looks
like a Sunday comic. I'd read it.
Yeah, there you go. Tell them where they can find you, dude.
Adventure. Elrod on Instagram.
Very nice.
I'm on the Twitter too. Yeah, just look for me. You'll find me, or I'll find you.
Oh, and keep in mind, a lot of these guys are open for commissions as well. I think you are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so thank you, Elrodimus. Always appreciate you. Eric came in here too. How you doing, Eric?
Yeah, I'm doing great. You can find me on Twitter, ES_Hawkins. You can still find the Zombie World of Oz on Indiegogo in demand for a couple more weeks. I don't know when I'm going to close it. I got plenty of books to ship out if anyone wants them. I mean, because I can't go to any shows and sell them. So
no, right?
I'm just going to leave it open.
Yeah, it's a rough year, dude. Rough year.
Oh, it's been horrible. Oh, even worse. Okay, so I was going to be a featured artist at a show in April in Hannibal, Missouri. They got postponed because of COVID, of course.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Till October. The guy postponed it again. He was just going to do it next April. Then he killed himself last week because he got so depressed about it and lost so much money on it.
Are you shitting? Are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. Yeah.
Damn, dude. Damn.
Yeah, and I had just talked to him the night before because he had commissioned a piece for me because he was going to try and do at least a costume contest for kids, see if we could do that, and we were going to do a piece together. And yeah.
Man, that's one thing.
I think that might be something people aren't talking about.
No, and so you see a little bit of it mentioned. The president has certainly mentioned it and the problem of it, but the media is not covering it at all. There seems to be a big boom in this going on, and that's not cool, dude. It's very, very sad situation, but politics, I guess. I was It does suck, dude. I was going to make a humorous comment that you're a good-looking bald man, but it seems inappropriate now.
No, you can. So let's go to a happier subject.
Yeah. Well,
OtisStein.com. $1,500 right now, 60 backers. He's funded. Get more money and more backers in there.
yeah, please, absolutely. And you are a beautiful bald man. I don't know how I'm going to
Well,
pull it
thank
off.
you.
One of these days, I'm going to have to shave it. So it's going to happen.
You can do it. You can do it.
I know I can. I know I can. All right, moving down here, we got JJ. Now, I don't know if he's going to be able to talk to us, but we have Jason Gonzalez in here, Mortal V. And is your mic working, JJ? No, it's not. But that's all right. Mortal V is amazing at his job. He'll find you and he'll get it up there. But very happy to have Jason in with us today. He's been doing the draw along for quite a while, and he put out a couple of really nice
Is
pieces.
it? I don't know.
A
you hear
little
me now?
bit. Yeah, you popping in. Yeah, you're popping in. So can you tell us where you can be found? Oh, Mortal V's already got it. So perfect. Yeah, hopefully we get his mic working, because I'd love to have a chat with JJ. But moving on here, we have JD. JD, tell the people where they can find you.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram as Comic Otaku Press with underscores. And you can find me on indieplanet.com. Comic Otaku Press. You have to put dashes in there between the Comic Otaku Press part. And you can also find me on Twitter as JD Comic Otaku. And you can find me on YouTube as JD the Comic Otaku. And, so for whatever Mortal V has to put down.
All right. Well,
Tell me about it.
And tell us about it. Yeah.
All right.
JD, are all the people from South Idaho as pedantic as you?
It must be the potatoes.
Oh, and it's North Carolina, dude.
Oh, North Carolina.
Please
I
stop
He's
do
not
apologize.
pedantic. He's totally straight. He likes girls.
Wait, he doesn't have potatoes?
All right, JD, thank you very much, sir. Moving over here to Keenma, and Keenma's working on her book. Oh man, every time I see pages
My
from this,
hand
it's
is
awesome.
sick.
It is sick, dude. Keenma's badass, dude. So Keenma, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at KimMaria2. I'm working on a comic book. Hopefully by the end of the year I'll have something.
Yep, and I hope so do I. It's a really beautiful thing. You say you were having a little bit of trouble with the writing or concern about it, and I wasn't kidding when I said last week. If you want me to take a look at it, just kind of do a off the hand editing of it, I'd be happy to help you. I mean, I am a teacher, you know.
Yeah, but
Well,
we
I'm a
heard you
teacher, too.
speak.
That's
in
fair.
Japan.
That's fair. In Japan, yeah, we even work at a university. But if you need help with that, I'd be happy to help you out with that.
That'd be great.
Can you read Canadian, Chester?
Well, I'm
Oh,
a bit
shut it.
rusty, but it is beautiful. Definitely check out Keenma. Pixel, you wanna talk to the folks a little bit? I mean, the boss is in. It's so rare. So go ahead, dude.
No, well, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. We've been doing the show for quite a while now, so it's great to still have people come in and draw every week, be able to promote books and stuff. Now, I'm not going to promote anything today. I'm just going to, tell Skinny congratulations on the campaign. It's going great. Hopefully, you will continue to push it. I know we've got the contest is going for quite a while still, so anybody can still submit their work. I think we need to figure out a way to display it better. Instead of just having it all on Twitter, like kind of how Kim Lee did his campaign, where he had a whole page for it and stuff. Maybe I can work something out so we can show off the entries for the contest. But yeah, so you can find me if you want to find me online. Twitter's best place, Pixel Trader. I used to stream. I don't do that too much. I don't have a whole lot of time. So,
Yeah, and we're showing off the art and stuff like that. Just do it here. We'd be happy to show it off here. No problem, dude. Sounds great. Well, thank you very much, Pixel. It's nice to hear from you. I'm glad you're not dead.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
yeah. And congrats on the baby as well.
Thank you.
They are busy things in the beginning. And just wait till you already know. You had a kid before. But is this a girl?
No, it's a boy.
Oh, okay. So you're fine. Yeah, because girls are absolute nightmares. Good for you. Good for you. All right. Moving down here, we have Alan from the Howl Comics. Sir, go ahead.
Yo, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at the Howl Comics, and this is a panel from the book I'm working on right now, from the Lost Pages. That should be out pretty soon. I'm almost done with my pages,
Wow,
and I'm
that's
being lined up for some other books
I
too.
didn't see that comic because I backed it, man. Sorry.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, no, it is great. Your pages look, and there's 5 stories in that project, in there.
But yeah, it's and growing. Like they've gone far beyond their stretch goals and have been adding stories. So
Oh,
it's
that's
doing really
neat.
well.
That's really neat. And I
I'm waiting
love
till it comes out.
I love the
Sorry.
the head bisecting here of with the sword. That's pretty cool, dude. Very
I
nice.
had it more gruesome, but the writer told me to kick back a little bit.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's all right,
Yeah.
Nate. Yeah.
Shame on him.
I think it's beautiful, though. Very, very nice, dude. Very nice. All right, so thank you very much, Alan. And last but certainly not at least, we have Skinny. Now, Skinny, go ahead and give them your last little bit for your book, and then namaste us, please. Go ahead.
All right. Well, Otis Stein. When Otis meets his untimely demise, his widowed wife Mary uses dark magic to bring him back. But in the shadows, dark forces gather to plot against both of them. Back Otis Stein today. As far as the namaste, you're all beautiful. And remember the wise words of Chuck Jones. It takes 1,000 crappy drawings before you get the perfect one. So fail faster, fail often, and you will succeed. If I can do it, you can.
Wow. Namaste, indeed. Namaste. Very nice, very nice. All right, guys, thank you all very much. We appreciate you coming in and joining us every week. We have a lot of fun doing this show, and we will check you out later. We do have a couple days off, although Sunday we are coming back with a new show, a brand new show on the channel. It's a bit of a mashup, a mix-up, and of course, any of you guys here want to jump in and join us, please come on in. We're going to have some fun talking about all kinds of things, and we're going to do a TFT segment as well. So we'll see you back then, but other than that, thank you all very much, and later.
Hey, Skinny. I got a question.
Dude, JD, shut up, dude.
Oh, we're not done yet. Dang it. Can I ask a question to Skinny one real quick before we leave?
Shut up, JD.
Oh, okay.